back in effect with a mask and attack on the nighttime. It's the right time. We back. Shout out to boy Kachina. And roll. High school Rones. Shout out to you, boy Kachina. We in the building, man. Yeah, Irish Goon in the building. Yeah, Edwin Kelly. Yeah, man, we back in effect with a mask and attack. D from Boston. Yeah, got a great show for you guys tonight, man. Great show for you guys tonight, man. Hit the like button, support the channel. We going in, man. We going in, man. It's gonna piss a lot of people off tonight, man. Piss a lot of people off tonight. We're gonna piss a lot of people off tonight. Everybody. Alman. Yes. Roger W. Patrick Lawrence. Woodham. Edwin Kelly. Yeah, man. A lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, man. I think we just gonna really get right into it, man. Around the clock. So much going on, man. So much going on. So much going on. They say crime is down. They say crime is down. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said, every now and then, I wonder if the gates was put up to keep crime out or keep our ass in. Who's that peeking through my window? Wow. Nobody now. Salute. Nobody now. We're going to get started right early, man, today, man. It's the right time, man. Glad to have everybody here, man. Hit that like button, man. Shout out to D from Boston, man. Getting the ball rolling, man. Getting the ball rolling. Let me put this over here. Yeah. Shout out to D from Boston, man. A lot of crime going on. They say crime is down. They claim that this community is so crime free, but it don't look that way to me. It don't look that way to me. You hear me? It don't look that way to me. They claim that this community is so drug free, but it don't look that way to me. Yeah, crime is not down, man.
And we are following breaking news at Penn Station. A man tried to rob a couple, but what he didn't know, they're off-duty cops.
Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger at the scene with all the details. Josh? Joe and Sandra, these two officers are married. They're husband and wife and had just worked a tour providing security to dignitaries at the UN General Assembly. Who knew the ride home from work would be the most dangerous part of their day? It was quite a shock for a trainload of commuters bound for Ronkonkoma tonight, who watched, stunned, as police tended to the bleeding suspect in the middle of the platform. The man shot in the arm and abdomen by an off-duty NYPD officer.
The station called me. They're trying to resolve the situation to get this train moving.
It started at the height of rush hour when police say the man threatened and tried to mug an off-duty cop who was heading home with his wife, also an officer. The assailant wound up in a scuffle with the husband, and that's when police say the wife pulled her gun and fired, hitting the suspect. Police spent hours trying to make sense of the scene as the nightly commuter mayhem swirled around them. Sources say the 32-year-old suspect, who lives in a shelter in Brooklyn, has 5 prior unsealed arrests, mostly for assault and menacing, including one alleged assault just last month.
Well, what's new, man? Career criminal on the street. Trying to rob an off-duty cop. Didn't know. Paid the price, though. Paid the price. Ugh. Crime is down, though. Crime is down, guys. Don't worry.
And the investigation does continue. That suspect was hospitalized at Bellevue Hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. The husband, the officer he was scuffling with, suffered a laceration to the head. So why did the other officer pull the trigger? Police say they're investigating whether the suspect had simulated having a weapon. Turned out he was not armed. Service here at Penn Station was uninterrupted throughout, and everything seems more or less back to normal at this hour. We're live at Penn Station tonight. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
I nigger. Josh, I nigger. We got a lot going on out here in the world, man. Everyone hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button for me, man. Smash that like button for me, man. Oh, man.
Happening now in Montgomery County, the 2 men accused of shooting and killing 25-year-old Andrew Gaudio and paralyzing his mother during a home invasion in Lower Merion Township in December of last year. And the third man of orchestrating the crime will spend life behind bars. Kelvin Roberts and Charles Fulforth, co-workers at a junk removal company, went to the wrong address to execute their plan to steal guns from an elderly couple. After Jeremy Fuentes told them about the guns, this is according to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office. Fulforth and Roberts were convicted of first-degree murder and Fuentes of second-degree murder, among other charges. Our Kelly Rule has more from court today.
Robert Gaudio, who lost his brother in this horrific crime, and their mother, Bernadette, who was paralyzed in the shooting, had to read emotional statements 3 different times in court for each defendant. Judge Furman saying this is one of the most cold-blooded acts this court has ever seen.
It'll be nice to close the chapter in this book and continue on with our recovery.
After an emotional day in court, the Gaudio family says they can officially move forward after a judge sentenced all 3 defendants connected to a home invasion at their family home on Meredith Road in Lower Merion Township in December of last year. Andrew Gaudio, the youngest son, was shot and killed, and Bernadette was paralyzed in the shooting, enduring debilitating physical pain and no ability to live the active life she once did.
We do feel that justice was served today, just as it had been over the course of the past two trials.
This has been a really difficult journey for me, and now that the trial and the sentencing is over, we can focus on my health and my recovery.
Back in July, Charles Fulforth, who was the first to be sentenced today, and Kelvin Roberts were convicted of first-degree murder, among other charges, and sentenced today to life behind bars for shooting Bernadette Gaudio in her bed, paralyzing her, and murdering Andrew, shooting him execution-style at their home on December 8th, hours after celebrating Roberts' birthday. Prosecutors say the pair worked together at junk luggers in Willow Grove and went to the wrong address as part of a plan to steal guns from an elderly couple in Bucks County. Fulforth received a consecutive sentence of 60 to 120 years. Judge Furman said to him, quote, "You are one of the worst offenders this court has ever seen." Roberts received a consecutive sentence of 55.5 to 120 years. He did have some family members that apologized and spoke about mental health struggles he had leading up to the crime. A third junk lugger's coworker, Jeremy Fuentes, was convicted of second-degree murder in a separate trial and also sentenced to life behind bars with a consecutive sentence of 4 to 20 years, accused of telling Fulforth and Roberts about the guns in the home and setting up the home invasion. When given a chance to...
He got a life sentence for setting up the home invasion. What a goofball, man. This motherfucker got life for telling these motherfuckers where the place was. They went to the wrong place. Tried to kill everybody there. Man. Jesus. Guy doing a life sentence. He deserved it, but I'm just saying.
Speak, he apologized to the Gaudio family.
To shoot a woman and paralyze her as she laid in bed, to execute her son in front of her, it doesn't get any worse than that.
Robert Gaudio said in court, when offered to pursue the death penalty in this case, he says his family decided a fate worse than death was to, quote, be forgotten. He says losing his brother was losing his best friend.
We haven't had time to have a memorial, and we'll be looking forward to doing that.
An online fundraiser was started to help Bernadette with a long road of medical expenses ahead. We have a link on fox29.com. Reporting in Norristown, I'm Kelly Rule, Fox 29 News.
Hit the like button, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, guys. I'm going to be dropping the link soon.
Breaking news now from a Portsmouth courtroom. A jury found Joseph Cross guilty of first-degree murder for this deadly.
Oh, yeah, he guilty, man. Look how wide, look how far you can see up his friggin' nose, man. If you can see up their nose, the case is closed.
Breaking news now from a Portsmouth courtroom. A jury found Joseph Cross guilty of first-degree murder for this deadly shooting of twin brothers on Nashville Avenue in 2023. Another person was hurt. 10 on Your Side's Karina Garcia has reaction from the courthouse.
We disagree with the verdict. We disagree, and we think the facts as they were presented should have led to a different conclusion.
At first, Cross denied knowing anything about the shooting deaths of twin brothers Alvin and Calvin Joyner, but later he admitted to pulling the trigger, claiming he did it to protect his girlfriend. Here's what the jury heard. Alvin was driving that night with his brother Calvin and Calvin's 61-year-old girlfriend in the backseat. Along the way, they picked up two strangers, Cross and his girlfriend. Video footage played in court shows the twin brothers dropping the pair off at an apartment complex, but instead of staying there, Cross and his girlfriend walked around, talked, and then got back into the Joyner's car. The group then drove down to Nashville Avenue, a dead-end street. Cross told detectives the plan was to smoke crack cocaine together around 3 a.m, but once they stopped there, Cross claims the twins became aggressive towards his girlfriend. That's when Cross said he shot Alvin in the back of the head. Calvin jumped out of the car and he was shot in the forehead. He then turned the gun on Calvin's girlfriend. The woman survived, telling the jury she had to play dead as Cross and his girlfriend went through her pockets and dragged her from the car. She later crawled to a nearby neighbor's porch for help and identified Cross as the shooter. So go ahead and talk to me. You are a source familiar with the case. What can you tell me about Joseph?
That verdict that he just got was incorrect. I feel like as if the young lady that was with him should be the one that's doing that time.
Prosecutors say Cross and his girlfriend later burned the vehicle at around 4 a.m. They argue this wasn't about protection, but about robbery, pointing out that the victims had been drinking heavily and using drugs, making them easy targets. The defense maintains Cross fired only because the brothers threatened the safety of his girlfriend.
The jury has convicted him of 2 first-degree murders and 1 aggravated murder. The aggravated murder automatically carries life in prison, and the 2 first degrees each carry up to life. So our efforts, as you can imagine, now shift to sentencing.
Is that Scott Jennings? That guy looks like Scott Jennings, man. He looks like Scotty boy.
A teen arrested for a cross-county crime spree in Maryland. He's accused of violent crimes in Anne Arundel, Prince George's, Calvert, and Montgomery's counties, including a break-in at a military base. Our Homa Bash live at MPD headquarters with the latest on this one. Homa?
Sharon, good evening. Police say the crimes happened over the course of 6 months. Home invasion, robbery, sex assault, stolen cars, and more. And finally, investigators were able to link them back to one teenager who is now being charged as an adult. Joseph Tyler Gingery IV is 18 years old now, but was 16 and 17 when these alleged crimes occurred. Detectives say the first incident was on December 1st, 2023. Gingery reportedly broke into a home in Rockville with a gun, tied up the homeowners, and sexually assaulted the woman, then stole their SUV and took off. 2 months later, in February, he's linked to 2 home burglaries in Bethesda, as well as a gas station robbery on Wisconsin Avenue where the worker was tied up. Investigators also say he's behind commercial burglaries in Anne Arundel County, also in February 2024. And a break-in at Andrews Air Force Base, during which Gingery allegedly tried to rob someone in a 7-Eleven parking lot nearby, then jumped the fence onto Andrews before stealing a car, crashing it, and trying to run. He was reportedly arrested by military police and then released for reasons unclear. Then in July 2024, he's connected to a car stolen from a home in Potomac, a Lexus later found in a field in Calvert County, where several other stolen vehicles had been abandoned.
For someone his age to commit this amount of crimes in such a short time frame, it's very unique. And, this is something that we don't normally see, especially in Montgomery County.
I spoke to Gingery's attorney. He tells me he can't discuss specific details of the case, but in a statement says, quote, "We respect the role of the court and ask that the public and media refrain from speculation or premature judgment." Police say Gingery acted alone in each crime. MCPD actually charged him while he was in a juvenile facility for unrelated charges. Again, he is going to be tried as an adult and is currently being held without bond.
So let's see. This was a case.
A man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for the murder of an 8-year-old.
This is a case that we covered extensively when it happened, man. Little Sequoia Turner shot at a BLM riot.
And a man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for the murder of an 8-year-old little girl in Atlanta. The 2-week-long trial for the death of Sequoia Turner came to an end just a few hours ago. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho is live outside of the Fulton County Courthouse tonight. And Joe, Sequoia's family has been fighting for years to get this verdict.
And Carly, that emotion poured out when the verdict was handed out earlier this afternoon inside the courtroom. Sequoia Turner's mother could not hold back the tears. She is thankful that the jury made the decision to find the defendant, Julian Conley, guilty of killing her 8-year-old daughter, Sequoia Turner, just 5 years ago. Charmaine Turner lifts her head, eyes filled with tears. The jury convicts Julian Conley on multiple charges, including the murder of 8-year-old Sequoia Turner. Before sentencing, Charmaine summoned the strength to share the everlasting impact her daughter had on the world.
My baby loved life, she loved her family. She was always happy, always full of excitement.
The judge sentenced Conley to life without parole, plus 25 years.
Sequoia's parents are serving life sentences without their child. For Ms. Turner, a life sentence in which she relives trying to rescue her baby daughter, trapped in a seatbelt, asking for help, dying before her.
The judge also described Conley's actions the night Sequoia died on July 4th of 2020, referencing a video showing him armed and ready to fire. Sequoia was riding in her mother's car on University Avenue when they came upon an armed barricade, part of an anti-police protest. Conley now guilty of firing the fatal shot that killed her.
Your actions demonstrated that day an abandoned and malignant heart, a reckless disregard for human life.
A long process, and we got the justice that we need for our innocent child. Sequoia was innocent, and she didn't deserve what happened to her. Like sometimes I just lose words sometimes just even thinking about it, because I'm still suffering to this day, not being able to see my child.
Sequoia's family spoke outside the courthouse following the verdict, as did Conley's mother.
We're truly sorry that you lost your beautiful child, first and foremost. I think there's a lot of hands to blame.
Robin Conley says the family plans to appeal the verdict, casting blame at the city, the courts, and the district attorney's office.
I think evidence was manipulated from the beginning. Okay, how would all of the world like to be condemned and held responsible and you didn't get a fair trial?
Sequoia's family is thankful for the outcome in court on Friday.
Like a big bird been left off our family, you know. We lost a precious jewel. They don't really know what they took from us.
And outside the courthouse following the verdict, we did.
That niggas be so damn ghetto, man. Niggas be ghetto as hell, boy. Niggas be ghetto, man. Even when they on the right side, they be ghetto. God damn, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That sister was she's having a hard time taking accountability, man. I wonder if that was a common theme in that young man's life. His mom making excuses for his wild, reckless behavior. Let's see if we can get some people to take the $5 challenge and support the channel. We back at nighttime, man. We've been gone for a week at nighttime, man. We ain't had a nighttime show in a week, man. Support the channel. Show the channel some love. I'm gonna drop the link to her in a minute, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Yeah, her ass. She didn't need to say that. She could have just appealed the case. Black women always say the wrong thing at the wrong time, man. They never what's the word? They never strike the right chord, hit the right note. You know what I mean? They never hit the right note.
This week, a Prince George's County family buried their daughter way too soon and with too many questions about how and why she died than any family should have to bear. But it leaves us with tough questions, too, about what more newsrooms and police departments should do when our neighbors are Black and missing.
We just want our own thing.
So they're trying to say when a girl is missing and she's Black, we don't do enough. We don't do enough when the girl's missing in black, because, when the girl's missing in white, you know what I'm saying? When the white girl's missing, we move heaven and earth to find her. And when the black girl's missing, we don't do nothing to find her. We just let her, we don't really care, man. That's what they're saying, man. I find that offensive, man. I don't hear about white girls missing. I don't hear about white girls missing every day. We know it's tons of white girls missing. I don't hear about that shit every day. To act as if like every 5 seconds we're being on the mainstream news, we got people telling us about some white girl that's missing, is horse shit. I don't believe that. That shit is horse shit. That's a lie.
Me to anger, and it moves me to action, and it moves me to want to take a second look at what could have been done differently.
Pam Butler, Relisha Rudd, and Unique Harris all deserve better. All of them from D.C., all reported missing years ago. More recently, Dakara Thompson deserved better, too. The 19-year-old woman from Lanham in Prince George's County told her parents she was going to get gas on August 22nd. She never came back. Her family reported her missing the next day. And the day after that, her car was found with many of her belongings still in it. A Bowie man, now charged with her murder. Court documents describe it in awful ways. The case raises questions about what happened when her family reported her missing, whether police and the news media reported her case fast enough. And that brings up questions we've asked in newsrooms for far too long that maybe we still haven't answered fully enough. This is For More Context, your seat in the News 4 newsroom for a conversation about how we check facts, fight for answers, break stories, and hold each other accountable. Tracy, tell me about the first time you heard about Dakara Thompson.
The first time I heard about Dakara Thompson was...
They talking about the girl that willingly got in that on Brito's fucking van. Man, they're trying to make that a race thing. No thanks, man. No thanks. I'm good. No thanks. I'm good. I'm good, man. Nah. I ain't got to. Nah. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. How many likes we got, man? How many likes do we got in the building, man? How many likes do we got? Everybody hit that like button, too. How many likes do we got? All right, man. Keep hitting the like button. Keep hitting the like button. Keep taking the $5 challenge. Support the channel. Sponsor the show, guys. We need some sponsors on the board. Sponsor the show. This is...
Now, police in Philadelphia are working several recent hit-and-run cases. There were 3 in the past day. First, a 4-year-old was hit and injured yesterday in southwest Philadelphia near 65th and Elmwood Avenue. Then a woman was killed in northeast Philadelphia. Police did make an arrest in that case, and around the same time, another woman was hit and killed in the Overbrook section of the city. That's where we find NBC 10's Kelsey Kushner live, where police are looking for the driver of that incident. Kelsey?
Johnny, well, that incident happened right here at this intersection. Neighbors tell me that the elderly woman was walking her normal path down the road here to the grocery store. She was using that cart that you see there on your screen when somebody hit her. Police say it happened around 5:20 in the evening. The driver behind a black Infiniti was driving eastbound on Lancaster Avenue when it struck the 77-year-old. The driver then reversed and fled south. Police say the car eventually stopped near 56th Street and Girard Avenue to drop off a female passenger at a pizza shop. We did speak with one neighbor who saw the chaos after the crash.
I was sitting in my bedroom on the second floor, and I heard something sound like a car crash. It was like bang. So I ran downstairs. I thought my car, my wife's car got hit. I come downstairs. My wife said, "It's a man laying in the street," but it wasn't a man. It was a woman. So I ran down there. She just laid in the street, and I don't know. I think it was a nurse or something who stopped and started giving her CPR. So they was doing CPR until the ambulance came.
Now, this is a small memorial left behind by neighbors here in the area. Police say they do believe the car has front end damage from striking that woman. They are asking if anybody has any information to contact them. Live.
I'm gonna tell you the main reason why some men leave the scene of a hit and run. Usually, man, sons are dirty, man. They got something on them, man. Usually a son is gonna have weed, drugs, alcohol, an illegal gun, no license, no registration, no insurance, something like that, right? So that's a big reason why, like, it's almost like 100% that the son is going to leave the scene of an accident, because other groups, you know what I mean, it's hit or miss. Either the person's a good person, they'll stay on the scene, or they're a bad person, you know what I'm saying, and they'll leave the scene. But with sons, man, it's too much aggravating circumstances going on. Sons, they ain't got license, they ain't got insurance, they don't got this, they don't got that, weed on them, they got a warrant. It's a lot of shit, man. So when the son runs you down or runs you over, he's like, oh shit, I'm going to jail. I'm about to go to jail. Yeah, son's always dirty, man. Always dirty. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Houston police say they are now investigating a hit and run that happened on the southeast side, but there are a lot of twists and turns to this one. Fox 26's Leslie Dallas is breaking down this bizarre case.
Multiple 911 calls were made to HPD Thursday morning after a woman was struck by a car, but there are multiple parts to this story. Here's what we know. HPD says a woman and man who used to date went out to dinner. The man who was driving then dropped the woman off on Dennis and Nagel Streets. As she went to hug him goodbye, she was hit by his car. How'd that happen? Well, the driver told HPD that he was robbed, and a man jumped through his open passenger window here and held a gun to his head. So the driver claims he drove forward, trying to shake off the robbery suspect, who was only partially in his car. Instead, he says he accidentally hit the young woman. She was taken to the hospital with serious head injuries after someone saw her in the road and called 911. But the driver didn't stop after hitting her. He told police that he was attempting to shake the would-be robber, and he attempted to hit a tree. Instead, he hit a gate here at Ryan Middle School on Delano and Elgin. Someone there made another 911 call, but when police got there, the driver was gone. Now, HPD says the driver ran in this direction towards Isabella Street, where he jumped into the backyard of a woman's home. She didn't want to be identified on camera, but she told us what she remembers.
I was asleep and I heard someone knocking on my glass door, and he was hollering his name. And so after that, he wanted me to call his parents. I called his parents, and then his parents came, and I told him I was calling the police. So I called the police also, and he said he was hurt. So I called the ambulance. Also, I never opened my door. And then from then on, the police got him, and his parents was out there with him. I'm sick, so I'm feeling real bad. And I hate he even did anything like that. And I don't want any of his people, any of his relatives. I don't want him around me or anything. I don't know who the lady is, but I hate that he has hit this lady like this. And I hope that she'll be okay.
Now, HPD says the woman does not want to press charges against the man who was driving that vehicle, and they are still investigating the alleged robbery. But at this time, they tell me that the man driving the vehicle is still a suspect in this case. Reporting in 3rd Ward, Leslie.
Oh, man.
Family is speaking out after a 25-year-old man was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute in Detroit. Police are releasing very little details about the investigation. Gino Vici sat down with the victim's father, who was heartbroken after losing his oldest son.
You know, my soul hurts. He was such a beautiful person.
Justin Cummings is the father of 25-year-old Kyle Cummings. Kyle was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute at an apartment complex on Delaware Street in Detroit.
And we are thankful for the 25 years that we got to spend with him.
Justin says his son Kyle was a Marine Corps veteran, just like he was, an artist, a musician, and a firm believer in Christ.
I took his first picture when he was born, and we just identified his body. It was not a good picture.
And in the...
Damn, man. The pain, man. The pain. Such a sad situation, man. What a shame. I know that I really feel that dad. That resonates with me, man. This dad right here, I believe him, man. I believe what he says about his kid, huh? Usually I don't believe the shit these people say about their kid, but I believe this one, man. I believe what this guy's saying about his kid, man. I believe what this guy's saying about his kid. It feels like he's genuine. Jeez.
It was not a good picture.
And in the moment he identified Kyle's lifeless body, he says he could still feel the presence of his spirit.
But I realized that it was not my son. It was the vessel that held all the creativity, all the love and compassion. And I had been just living with his spirit the whole time.
And this heartbroken father can't help but think in the midst of losing his son, God is still speaking to his heart.
When I went to get his personal effects, the only thing of value was this cross and chain that I gave him. He wore it every day with pride. And I told him I wanted him to remember his foundation. When I got it back, it has a bullet graze on the back of it. But it still remains intact. And Christ still remains. And while I thought I was reminding him about his foundation, he was reminding me of mine.
Very little information is being released about Kyle's shooting death. On Sunday, Detroit police said there was a dispute between Kyle and the father of his girlfriend's children. Shots were fired. Kyle was killed. For now, what matters most to Justin and his family, Kyle's memory.
We will. He was reminding me of mine.
Very little information is being released about Kyle's shooting death. On Sunday, Detroit police said there was a dispute between Kyle and the father of his girlfriend's children.
Between Kyle and the father of his girlfriend's children. Yikes. So his girlfriend had children. His girlfriend had children. And she lived in an apartment complex in Detroit. Jeez. She was a booger. She was a booger, and her baby daddy was most likely a booger too. She was a booger. Her baby daddy was most likely a booger too. Jeez.
Monday, Detroit police said there was a dispute between Kyle and the father of his girlfriend's children. Shots were fired. Kyle was killed. For now, what matters most to Justin and his family, Kyle's memory.
We will live on for him. We will live a full life for him. And so we are thankful. We are at peace. We don't hear any other outside noise. It's just noise. The most important thing to us is no longer here.
Meanwhile, for police, I'm told this is still a very active investigation. No charges have been filed in this case just yet, but I'm told the prosecutor's office is still reviewing the evidence. In Detroit, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
Jeez.
Calling once again for the record.
Jeez.
Tonight, police tell us they know who killed 4 teen girls in North Austin 34 years ago in what became known as the yogurt shop murders. The victims were 17-year-old Jennifer Harbison, her sister, 15-year-old Sarah Harbison, 17-year-old Eliza Thomas, and 13-year-old Amy Ayers.
Who killed these girls, man? I never heard of this before. The yogurt shop murders. Please tell me it wasn't no Negro, man. Please tell me it wasn't no Negro killed these girls, man. And I'm going to ask you guys, please take the $5 challenge. We need some people to take the $5 challenge to sponsor the show. Coming to you live and direct. Sponsor the show. We need 10 people to share this on social media. So far, we had one person take the $5 challenge. One person. I don't know if we have anybody share it yet. I don't think we've had anybody share the show. I don't know what's going on tonight. Maybe you guys not happy to have me back. Maybe y'all want me to do daytime streams. I don't know. Maybe you want me to do daytime streams, huh? Y'all like the daytime streams better? I don't know. Yeah, we don't. I don't see any. Yeah, I don't think anybody shared it yet. Anybody shared it? Oh man. Wait. Okay, Buster Hounahan. He shared it. We got one share. Let's see if we can get some support for this episode, man. That helps that helps more people get in the building. That helps more people get into the building when you share it, man. Shout out to Pinky Brown, man. Pinky Brown in the building. Have you heard of this, Pinky? Have you heard of this? The yogurt shop murders? Shit, I haven't heard of this, man. I'm afraid, man. I'm a little afraid. This might be a son, man. I'm hoping it's not, man. I'm hoping this ain't no damn son. I'm hoping this ain't no damn son. I'm hoping this ain't no damn son. I'm hoping it's not. Come on, man.
Their murders remained unsolved until now. Hello and thanks for joining us for KVUE News at 10. I'm Mark Mullins. Quita Culpepper has the night off. It was December 1991. 4 girls at a North Austin yogurt shop were tied up, shot, and burned. Today, a nail salon operates in the same spot where the yogurt shop was on West Anderson Lane. Austin police now say they know who murdered the girls, and they say he was a serial killer. We have team coverage tonight. For decades, KVU's Tony Polhetsky has been covering this case. He joins me here at the desk. Daniel Perot has more on the suspect killer's criminal history, and Brianna Perez is at the shopping plaza where those murders happened. And Tony, let's start with you. Tell us about the suspect that police are finally naming 34 years later.
And Mark, so many questions about who this man is. And we've been researching that all evening. His name is Robert Eugene Brashers, and he has no known ties to Austin aside from these murders. And he died by suicide in 1999, about 8 years after the crime. That timing is tragically noteworthy. Here's why. It's because about 8 months before that, Austin police charged 4 other men with these murders, cases that ultimately collapsed over the next decade. Now, this isn't the only horrific crime the suspect has been linked to. Previous reporting by authorities in Missouri connects Brashers to the 1990 murder of a woman in South Carolina. Also, a 1997 rape of a 14-year-old girl in Memphis, Tennessee.
We off the hook, guys. We off the hook, sons. We off the hook, sons. All my sons, man. Give yourself a round of applause, sons. We off the hook, man. We are off the hook on this one, man. Shout out to Glizzy Hendricks. He said, for the community. For the community. For the community. Yeah, man. Community. We need the Ock Nation community to show up big tonight, man. Let's get share these videos, man. Share this video. Take the $5 challenge. Support this channel, man. We coming to you live and direct. Gauch Merlot is in the building. Once again. Salute Ock and Nation. Famous unsolved case. I think it's not a son. Yeah, this isn't no son. Thank God, man. I'm so glad, man. Killed them 4 girls. Probably the yogurt shop murders. Gee, Christ. Let's see. Let's get to the main event, man. Hold on. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking, man. Hit that like button, man. Shout out to that like button, man.
A series of violent, unprovoked attacks happening on the campus of University of Pennsylvania.
A number of victims say they've been slapped or struck on the head. Police believe this could be connected to a disturbing social media trend.
Action News reporter Cheyenne Corinne is live for us in University City with more on how the school is responding to these attacks. Cheyenne?
John and Sarah, public safety at Penn, they are advising people in the area as well as students to be alert. They say recently there have been multiple reports of young people unprovoked hitting people in the head. Now, this is reportedly happening in the area of 40th to 38th Streets, from Market to Locust Streets. University of Pennsylvania Public Safety say one or more members of the group randomly strike victims with an open hand or closed fist. Public safety believe these attacks are connected to a nationwide social media trend. This afternoon, we spoke to Saran Cassell, the owner of First Decision Barbershop.
It happened 2 days ago to one of my clients. His best friend was attacked on 38th Street, right in front of the Wawa. And the group of youth, they're down here every day after school, like tons of them. The punishment should be just as loud as the social media call. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make an example out of children if you want it to stop.
And back out here live, you actually can see we are right outside of that same barbershop we just referenced. And you can see that the front door, the glass is broken. The owner tells me that just a few months ago, back in June, they say that young people also vandalized the store. So he says, unfortunately, he is not surprised that this is happening. Now, how public safety is handling this, they say that currently there is an increased presence of not only police, but also security. They also, again, they are telling people in the area to stay vigilant, to not have your phone out, or also maybe consider taking your earbuds out, because a key to this is going to be to stay alert. They also say they are working with their city partners to hope to end this issue as soon as possible. I'm live in University City. I'm Cheyenne Karen, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah?
Cheyenne, thank you.
The University of Pennsylvania issuing a warning about an online challenge that's sparking serious concern. Multiple people assaulted on campus, and it's likely all for clicks. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Dawn Timoney. The school is now working to stop the violence. Our Steve Keeley is live in University City for us tonight. Steve?
Well, a lot of the attacks happen on the corner where we are, 40th and Walnut, and that's why you see police almost everywhere. You got 2 cop cars here on 40th Street. Then we just look down a little bit on the other side of the McDonald's, and you see the police with the lights on, hopefully acting as a deterrent. And so what we're hearing from sources close to this investigation is that this is a TikTok trend, investigators believe, and another TikTok trend that could end up being more dangerous to the perpetrators than to the victims so far. University of Pennsylvania police are seen here this week, responding to one of several recent unprovoked attacks on students in this video, acquired by Fox 29 News from sources close to the investigation.
I feel like that's nutty, and you don't get no cool points for that.
Penn police put out this alert saying, quote, there have been multiple recent reports from Penn students and other community members of groups of young people slapping people in the head or striking individuals in the head on and near Penn's campus, specifically in the area of 40th to 38th Streets from Market to Locust Street. The victims are approached by one or more members of the group who then, unprovoked, strike the unknown victim with an open hand or closed fist. We believe this is connected to a national social media trend.
You don't go around doing that to people. They just be trying to get like TikTok views and stuff like that.
Obviously, there's a line drawn between, playful fun and when things get violent.
The grown-ups are acting like kids. The kids are acting worse. And it's not that shocking to me. It's sad.
More shocking and sad is what happened this week to Penn neighbor Jake Dahl.
I was going to get Chipotle with my kid in my stroller, just like I am right now, and 3 kids came running around the corner from McDonald's, and all 3 of them had guns on them, and they pointed them at me, and they tried to get me to give them everything in my pockets, and I looked and I said, you guys are nuts.
We saw what Penn police say they're doing to try and stop this recent wave of crimes or catch those doing it, adding both more police and security staff presence in the area.
You got to raise your kids. When they come out, they should be raised and know how to treat people and how to act.
I think it's crazy, like they don't get no cool points from it.
And for those Penn police are telling students to be on alert about, this advice from a responsible young man headed for a career in the U.S. Air Force.
Go get a job or something.
All right, and so the reason authorities close to the case think this could end up being more treacherous to those doing the punching and slapping and recording is that they may pick and punch the wrong person, someone armed and real angry after. Jason, Dawn?
All right, Steve, thank you.
Wow. I mean, you know who they're punching. You know who they're punching.
Start in West Philly tonight. The University of Pennsylvania has a message for students after a string of assaults near campus. Good evening, everyone. I'm UQ Washington. Safety concerns are growing both on and around the campus, all due to a string of random, unprovoked attacks. The school's Division of Public
by black teenagers from the city against white kids at the University of Pennsylvania. These niggas are not going around punching black students at the University of Pennsylvania. Press 1. They're not going around randomly sucker punching the black kids on the University of Pennsylvania.
Safety is warning students and faculty.
Salute to JL, man. JL says for the support. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, bro. Barry James, man, he says gifted one Aquanation member. Salute to you, man. Glider on the moon says salute. Uh-oh. Glider still got the moon. Let me tell you something about the moon, man. You ain't gonna be able to get away from us, Jack. You going to the moon and we going with you.
Faculty to be on the lookout, as Josh Sanders reports residents are also concerned.
Public safety officials at Penn are warning students and neighbors after a recent string of attacks in University City, after several reports of young people hitting students and other people on the head in the area of 38th to 40th Streets between Market and Locust.
Penn community is pretty tight-knit, like everyone's pretty welcoming to each other, but here, people running around slapping Penn students, it's absurd and it sucks.
And I'd like to think that I'd be safe on my own campus. You know, it's pretty scary to hear that you could walk around randomly, minding your business, just get slapped by a kid.
Yeah, I mean, that's not as forceful as I would like, but yeah, like you just walk around your campus and some damn sanitary gets to knock you unconscious or something. And it's just weird, man. It's just weird, man. Junior high school age kids terrorizing college kids. Man, let me bring some people up here, man. Let me bring some people up here. Let me bring some people up here. Let me drop the link, man, before I forget. Let me drop the link before I forget, man. Let me drop the link before I forget, man. I'd hate to drop the link before I forget, man. Let me drop the link before I forget, man. You guys know I drove to New York and drove back to Pennsylvania today, man. I've been in the car all damn day, man. I left at 1. I got back to Pennsylvania at like 10. Anybody want to come up, man? You're all welcome. You're all welcome. Come on up. Hit the like button. Support the channel. Hit the like button. We gonna. Yeah, man. I've had a long day, boy. Whew. Salute to Glado on the Moon. Yeah.
The lookout, as Josh Sanders reports residents are also concerned.
Public safety officials at Penn are warning students and neighbors after a recent string of attacks in university.
Look at these people, man. Look at the people that's walking around campus. You're telling me out of all these people, they're finding the black student, these Philadelphia thugs are finding the black student to hit. Out of all these people, they're finding the black student to hit. Because they're not naming race, but race is such a prevalent thing with these people in every way, shape, or form. Race is prevalent with everything. Race is prevalent with everything. Look at this. Are these guys like, because they're making it seem like, oh, it's just a TikTok challenge. The kids are just going up to they're not making light of it, but the kids are going on the campus and they're punching random people. No, they're not. They're punching white people. Press 1. They're punching white people. They're punching white people. Salute. Anybody want to come up, man? Hit the like button. Shout out to Murray Moss. He says, "What's up, Ock? Damn, you was in New York? I live in Brooklyn." Okay, yeah. If I was in New York a lot longer, I would have probably tried to do a meet and greet somewhere or something. But I didn't even get out the car. I didn't even get out the car. I drove all the way up. It was like took me like an hour and a half to get into the city from the George Washington Bridge. Once I got to the George Washington Bridge, it took me like an hour and a half to get to the airport. All them damn bridges. Then I got to the airport, picked my wife up, and brought her all the way back to Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, man, I wasn't going to do a show today. I was like, I didn't do one last night because of my, she was out of town. I was like, man, I got to do one tonight, man. I got to come back tonight, man. I got to come back tonight, man.
Recent string of attacks in University City after several reports of young people hitting students and other people.
After several reports of young people hitting students and other people.
After several reports of young people hitting students and other people on the head in the area of 38th to 40th Streets between Market and Locust.
Penn community is pretty tight knit. Like everyone's pretty welcoming each other, but here for people running around slapping Penn students, it's absurd and it's.
See, this is the thing. These people are liberals, right? So these are liberal white students on Penn. Penn is a Ivy League college. All these kids are super liberal. I actually like this, man. I'm actually I'm torn because these are liberal kids getting slapped upside the head by niggas. These are liberal kids getting slapped upside the head by niggas. These are liberal kids getting slapped upside the head by niggas. So I'm kind of torn. There's no conservatives at fucking Penn. There's no conservatives at Penn. Penn is in Philadelphia. No, I would be very surprised if there was any. Maybe there's a Republican student union or something, but it's a very small thing. Penn is a school for woke motherfuckers. And the black people in Philadelphia, the black kids, there's a TikTok challenge, go up there and slap these white people beside the fucking head. I actually like this, man. I've turned, you know what I'm saying? I had to actually think about it. Why would I be against this? Why would I be against this? Why would I be against this? This is actually a good thing. This is actually a good thing. This is actually a good thing. I was about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, man. You love these niggas so much. Here go these niggas. Here go these niggas that you love so much. Explain this away. Explain this away. Explain this away.
I'd like to think that I'd be safe on my own campus. You know, it's pretty scary to hear that you could walk around randomly, minding your own business, just get slapped by a kid.
Campus officials telling students and residents to now stay alert.
Just look at that.
Students and residents to now stay alert.
Penn officials believe these assaults are connected to a nationwide social media trend.
But it's not just students on high alert.
So I had 3 guns pointed at me on Penn campus.
Jake Dahl says it was just 3 days.
And he got a black kid. Look. He got a biracial kid, man. He got a biracial kid, man, and the black thugs don't care. The black thugs don't care, man.
Days ago when 3 young men held him and his son Zion at gunpoint.
And I laughed.
They held him and his son at gunpoint. Jeez.
Nationwide social media trend.
But it's not just students on high alert.
So I had 3 guns pointed at me on Penn campus.
Jake Dahl says it was just 3 days ago when 3 young men held him and his son Zion at gunpoint.
And I laughed in their face. I said, "What are you going to do? I'm pushing my baby."
Mm-hmm.
And I go to talk to these people in these yellow shirts that are calling themselves security, and they said, "There's nothing we can do about it."
In a statement, the university said, in part, the Division of Public Safety is actively addressing this in multiple ways, including adding additional police and security presence. Dahl says he filed a police report, but the experience has changed how he feels about his own neighborhood.
I walk with my looking about.
Where are all the niggas that go to this school? Look at the small hat. Obviously, this is this thing where the city people are coming up to UPenn and slapping the shit out of non-black people. This is racist, though, man. This is a race story, a racial story. This is a racial story, man. Much as they try to call it a TikTok challenge, it's racial.
Walk with my looking back behind me, and I now don't trust where I live, which is really saddening because I live on a beautiful college campus.
Penn says they will continue to take steps to stop the attacks from happening. Josh Sanders, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Okay, there go black girl. Jeez.
The University of Pennsylvania issuing a warning about an online challenge that's sparking serious concern. Multiple people assaulted on campus, and it's likely all for clicks. The school is now working to stop the violence. Ellen's live in University City. And Ellen, you've been out there all morning long. Any updates?
No new updates. We just talked to a police officer, though, who said he's concerned that some of these young kids doing this TikTok challenge, that's what they're calling it, a new TikTok challenge. He's concerned that they're going to possibly get injured themselves because they could hit the wrong person, right? And then get seriously injured. Let's.
Really? Did I hear that correctly? Really? Really? They're concerned about the kids. They're concerned about the kids. Salute the Deluxe 247, a.k.a. Cal Ripken, a.k.a. the real MVP, coming through once again. Take the $5 challenge. If you have not, take the $5 challenge tonight. Salute the Deluxe 247, a.k.a. Cal Ripken. He said Granny Smash? Yikes. Yikes. I don't know. I'm going to have to pass on that one. I don't know about that, man. Maybe. No, you never know. I don't want to. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Shout out to Mac Mean. Mac Mean in the building. Salute to you, bro. Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible.
Take a look at some video that Fox 29's Steve Keeley obtained. He obtained this video showing University of Pennsylvania police responding to one of several recent unprovoked attacks on Penn students. Now, because of these attacks, Penn police put out this alert saying there have been multiple recent reports from Penn students and other community members of groups of young people slapping or striking individuals in the head on or near Penn's campus, specifically in the area of 40th to 38th.
So they slapping them. They just running up, slapping them upside the head. This definitely some black on white shit, man. Most niggas really ain't gonna feel comfortable doing that to a black person if there's white people that you can do it to. You know what I'm saying? Like if there was just all black people around, I don't know. I don't think this challenge would be a thing, because you gonna have to fight. You can slap a white person upside the head and not have to fight. Press 1. Let's just be honest. You can slap one of these white liberals upside the head and not have to fight. Because these people, I mean, these are college students. They're Ivy League, so they're very, like, they were nerds. All these kids were the nerds at their school. These ain't just regular kids. These are the nerds at their whatever high school they went to. You can slap one of these people upside the head and not have to fight. These niggas, this some bitch ass shit.
Street from Market to Locust Street. The victims are approached by one or more members of the group who then, unprovoked, strike the unknown victim with open hand or a closed fist. We believe that it is connected to a nationwide social media trend. Again, we're told it's TikTok. Now, here's some reaction from students and neighbors.
You don't go around doing that to people.
They just be trying to get like TikTok views and stuff like that.
Obviously, there's a line drawn between, playful fun and when things get violent.
The grown-ups are acting like kids. The kids are acting worse. And it's not that shocking to me. It's sad.
It is sad. Just imagine how jarring that would be if you're walking around here at University City and somebody just runs up to you and slaps you in the head or punches you in the head. We also heard from one man who was
Yeah, that's hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie. That's hilarious right there. That is hilarious.
It is sad. Just imagine how jarring that would be if you're walking around here at University City and somebody just runs up to you and slaps you in the head or punches you in the head. We also heard from one man who was approached by a group of young men right here by the McDonald's. He was walking his baby in a stroller, and a group of young men approached him at gunpoint, asked him for money. He was fine. He did not give them anything, and he said it was very jarring and upsetting, as you can imagine. Now, Penn police have ramped up their patrols and security, and they're just asking people to please be alert, be extra careful. They're telling students, be alert, don't be on your phone, don't have your earbuds in. So just be careful. And if you see anything, please contact police immediately. Morgan.
Yo, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy, man. Punching these people upside the head. It says a TikTok challenge, but it's really just the knockout game, man. That's all it is the knockout game. Or if not, it's the knockout game. It's the slap Whitey upside the head game. Because you probably not gonna have to fight if you do that to a white person. Shit is crazy, man. If you want to come up, link is in the description box. Yeah, this is and they're saying it's a TikTok challenge. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. Let me see something. Yeah, man. I'm trying to find.
Start in West Philly.
If they say it's a TikTok trend, but
the University of Pennsylvania issued.
Oh shit. They say it's a TikTok trend, but I'm not seeing nothing on TikTok about it. I'm not seeing nothing on TikTok about it. I can tell you that much. I'm not seeing nothing on TikTok about it. Maybe the kids, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see, man.
Right now, the Northampton County District Attorney announcing criminal charges in two separate cases where he says young people tried to replicate dangerous TikTok challenges using cars. In the most recent case, a 17-year-old boy was killed. In another, the DA says a 20-year-old woman received a permanent brain injury.
There's nothing to celebrate about this. The incidents were horrific with regard to the outcome.
And Kelly, the DA said he's hoping the defendants in these two cases avoid prison time.
Shiva, that's exactly right. The DA said today he is hoping and expecting this case not to go to trial, that both defendants admit their guilt, participate in some kind of program, again, that does not include prison time, and then both have the opportunity to expunge their criminal record. He said the drivers and victims in both cases were close friends, and he has been in close contact with all of their parents.
They glorify, those social media accounts glorify this type of behavior.
The Northampton County District Attorney says he's hoping to send a message.
Jeez, I mean, man, I tell you, man. Jeez. Everybody hit the like button. We're looking for 10 people to share this on social media. 10 people to share this on social media. If you could, we do got a white mass shooter tonight, though. We do have a white mass shooter tonight. If you was in Southport, we do have a white mass shooter tonight for you guys, man. I was going to cover that, but make sure you take the $5 challenge. Can we get some more people to take the $5 challenge and sponsor this show? We do have a set. Here we go. Active shooter in Southport, North Carolina. 3 dead, 2 airlifted, multiple other injuries. Shooting dinner patrons from a boat in Cape Fear River. Alleged suspect is former military and local resident is in custody. His name is Nigel Edge. So yeah, we got a. It says the boat reportedly pulled up to a restaurant and someone on the boat shot into the crowd. Reports say 3 dead, nearly a dozen injured. Go ahead. What's up, new guy? Explain this, man.
So basically, it's gonna be like how do we label him? So he's got the fish. He's a white guy. He's out of the military with his fucking retarded sunglasses. So that goes in the Republican bin. Let's just call it a buck.
Yep. They're definitely gonna try to politicize it, even though this wasn't political. This was probably just an asshole doing some asshole shit. Yeah, they're gonna definitely politicize it, and the Republicans won't be able to. They just can't. Their messaging is too weak. They won't be able to fight it. It says the alleged shooter, Southport Yacht Basin in North Carolina, Nigel Max Edge, formerly Sean DeBevois, a country singer, Kelly Pickler's date to the 2012 CMT Awards. Nigel Max Edge would later sue Pickler after he claimed she attempted to murder him. Jeez. This guy is a little nutty, man. So he pulled up to the restaurant. Here's the restaurant. On a boat. He just shot into the crowd. This was a fucking float by. This dude did a float by. Fuck a drive by. He did a float by. A sail by.
Even in crashing out, still innovating.
Yeah, man. White man know how to innovate, man. Facts, man. Salute to the white man. Innovating, man. Creating the float by. Don't get Son started. Son, oh God.
Don't let sons hear about this shit. A nigga gonna try to do this just to say he did it.
Jesus Christ.
I be floating by you niggas, man. Don't fucking play with me like that.
Right. Stop playing with me, man.
I
If I
catch you
float
and your
on
mom on the cruise, nigga. Float right by your bitch ass.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? Like for real though, like seriously though, like I catch you out there fishing, nigga, with your fucking grandpappy and shit. Finito all you motherfuckers. Stop playing. Yeah, man. Jeez. This is crazy. But this is definitely gonna be considered. I didn't think about that, but yeah, this is definitely gonna be considered white nationalism from the right.
He was a
And
wig net.
no, he's a white guy.
Oh, all right. So he doesn't have any ties to that lifestyle or nothing.
What do you mean lifestyle?
You said they gonna call him a wig net. Was it based on like any just because he's a white guy?
Yeah, he ex-military.
Okay.
Ex-military white guy, man. That's going
They're
straight
gonna
up and
tie
down.
it to some sort of ideology. Bro, you
Well,
know BLM
probably
niggas
not.
was BLM niggas was saying like damn, who was it? Rittenhouse was like a white supremacist because he was like was cool with the Proud Boys and shit. So
Well, it's like a propaganda technique where they'll make a claim and leave it so that the listener can like do the heavy lifting and
Yeah.
fill in the blank type thing. Like if you read a headline, even though we know this is complete bullshit, but just imagine for a second, if you read a headline that said like, racist man kills 10 people in New York City, automatically you think it's a white person, right?
yeah, of course. As soon as they say racist, because they only use that word with white people.
Yeah. So same thing. If you have this fucking glider doing his float by and he's, an ex-Marine or whatever, and he has, he's got a fucking fish picture, you'll do the people who read a headline like that, who are already like predisposed to, be on the left, will fill in the blank and just associate it
Yeah,
with white nationalism and stuff.
they're already conditioned to view it
Yeah.
like that. So they're just
I mean,
gonna lean it. You don't even
this is
have
a
to lean
propaganda
into
war,
it.
right?
Yeah, you don't even have to lean into it heavy. As soon as it's a white guy, it's a shooter. People already make associations immediately. Like, all right, what? Because they're gonna say he was probably part of some group. He probably had a manifesto or some bullshit. They're gonna try to tie him to some sort of right wing ideology or so called right wing ideology to demonize the entire, the entire right.
And they'll leave out that he shot a bunch of white people as well, of course.
Exactly. Yep.
Dog, you sleeping, man? What's going on?
Nah, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. What's your thoughts, man?
I just hopped in. I don't even know what we're talking about. I just saw you were live, so I decided to hop in.
Okay, we talking about this this Southport shooter. It was a shooter in Southport, North Carolina, man. We shout out to S Freak. He shot up a bunch of people that he was on a boat and he floated by a restaurant, outdoor restaurant, I guess on the dock, and just sprayed into the crowd, killed 3 people.
What?
He did a
Yeah.
float by. He did the world's first float by.
Float by.
Yep.
Was there like any reason or rhyme or reason?
Nah. There's no explanation yet, not yet. But I'm sure Candace Owens can figure out one. So I'm sure she know what happened.
Was the shooter black?
No, white guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say because a black guy on a boat.
Candace.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I can't wait to hear Candace's take on this shit. I want to see what fucking evil organization is really behind this.
Yeah.
Dude, Yeah, Nick, that's so funny because Candace, man, she's like a conspirator, man. Like everything's a conspiracy. Like,
Yeah, bro, that's why I'm
I don't know if you like watch her
anti-conspiracy,
lately.
bro. Bro,
Yeah,
listening
it's
to
like
niggas will make you anti-conspiracy, bro. Niggas make conspiracies out of anything, bro. I was talking to somebody earlier on the panel, and somebody said, yeah, you know, the population of African Americans in America is 13%, right? This nigga
yeah,
gonna say,
it's like 40 million. Yeah, it's like 44 million.
this nigga gonna say, I don't believe that number. I was like, wait, okay, you don't, but this is my thing with people. I never say you're wrong. Like if you dispute a claim, all I want to know is what knowledge do you have that supports your lack of confidence in this? Because bro, we're talking about like the U.S. government that collects data. Unless you have something more powerful than that, then you're not really qualified to say you don't believe that number.
And Nick, you know who does that? Tariq does that too. Because I remember some people like because he hosts like Twitter Spaces like late at night, and people be like telling him like government statistics in terms of like firearm homicides like overrepresented like by black folks, and Tariq thinks that's like a fake stat. It's like you just can't trust him at that point. Like, what can you do? Like, they don't make stats.
It's like, all right, it's a fake stat, but where's your real stat? The counter, the fake stat. Like
Exactly.
what data are you referencing? Like like I don't do the like I just don't believe the government just to not believe the government shit, bro. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, it's easy though. That's so easy.
Yeah, it's easier shit to be anti-establishment and just question everything. It's like to me that's the easy thing, bro.
1 + 1
Yeah,
= 2. I don't believe you. What?
It's not edgy anymore. Like being a conspiracy theorist is mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? It's like when it used to be edgy. It used to be like, oh shit, you believe what? What? Oh, damn, that makes sense. Let me think about it. Oh yeah, damn, it actually is. You know what I'm saying? But like the way they do it now, everything's a conspiracy. Every single thing. No one dies. No one can die. Just die.
I think like the big one recently is like Israel killed Charlie Kirk or something like that.
Yeah,
You hear about that one?
that's what Candace Parker, Candace Owens doing. She's friends with this guy in real life, and she's gonna come out and do this. This is ugly. This is very ugly,
Yeah,
man.
you ever hear like sons are fucking comical, bro. Like every time you bring up the IQ stat, it's like that's some racist shit. Like, nah, nigga, it's an actual stat. Motherfuckers tested different races of people, and these are the results. Like, what? You can't just dismiss it. Like, niggas get on my nerves
They'll
with
say
that
that's
shit.
white supremacy, and they say it's white supremacy, but you point out
Yeah,
like,
they'll
well,
say, yeah, that's a racist test made specifically to like demonize niggas and call them stupid. It's like, no, the test say you stupid, nigga, not white people.
Right.
And like the new thing, like because I heard like Umar Johnson, he just say, "Oh, no, those tests are racially biased." Well, if that's the case, why do Asians score higher than whites?
Exactly. They
They
don't
can't
say
even
racially
talk.
biased. They say it's culturally biased.
Oh, yeah, culturally, yeah, culture.
They can't even talk though. Like the Asians can't even talk though. Like they can't speak English the way niggas can. They can't speak English fluid. They can barely tell you. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know what I'm saying? Go and get to me to get to me pay,
Yeah.
to write. You got to write. You got a pen. Like it's. I remember those days, man. I remember before the internet, man. Yeah. Yeah. Those groups. I remember before the internet, man. But yeah, let me move along. Let's see this. Let's see this one right here. Oh, is this a?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Larry Flowers. I'm the public safety.
Good evening. I'm Taryn Asher.
And I'm Jessica Dupnack. Our top story this hour, disturbing details out of Taylor after a woman makes a terrifying 911 call.
The woman telling dispatchers her boyfriend filleted her with a knife. And he's under arrest now, but her road to recovery is really just beginning. And Fox 2's Tanisha Cordell is live in Taylor tonight with the latest. And Tanisha, walk us through this one.
You know, you guys hit it on the head, right? It's truly gruesome, shocking. It's the only way you can really describe what happened here in Taylor, and everyone we talked to out here in this community, absolutely shocked, trying to just really grasp what happened here. But police telling us again, this woman was watching TV when Doyle allegedly came up from behind her and cut her from earlobe down to her neck. Again, just unsolicited. We're hearing that there may have been unreported issues of domestic violence in the past, and possibly an argument before this brutal attack, but ultimately police tonight unable to answer that question of why. Guys, but here's what we know right now. This all happening on William Street here in Taylor around midnight on Tuesday. Police saying Doyle was living there with his girlfriend, now turned victim. And here's the most courageous, an act of survival by this woman who actually called 911 immediately after she says Doyle attacked her. Police say when they got to the home, Doyle was gone, and the woman, as you can imagine, in the state delirious, having lost a lot of blood at that point. We talked to one of the lieutenants on this case. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Minimizing any sort of crime, especially domestic violence, but once weapons become involved, it just kind of changes the whole circumstances around it. He actually pulled through. The doctors did a great job working on her, getting her, I believe she went through surgery and is just recovering at a local hospital right now.
Now, our team at Fox 2, of course, wanting to take a moment to just pause for a second and remind everyone watching that the national...
I know one thing. A lot of you women bring that shit on yourselves. I listen, man. A lot of you women don't know when to shut the fuck up. And you with niggas that don't play that. So y'all like niggas that are aggressive and in them streets, and or you know what I mean, got that swag or whatever, or you know that can handle themselves, and then you talk shit to them all day. And then when he hauls off and slaps your ass, or you hit him and he walk away, and then you hit him again and he walk away, and then he turn around and slap your ass, and then you call domestic violence. A lot of domestic violence, man, is not really domestic violence. It's just a bitch getting it as good as she be giving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing I detest about black women a lot, because they're these like they're attracted to these like fucking monkeys. Like they love them when they're out in the streets beating up other people, but then when they start beating up her, now it's a problem.
Yeah. It's you dealing with a guy that's, you know, been to prison several times, may have may have hurt some
Nicked
people
house in the
in the
back.
streets, may have hurt some people in the streets, and you're gonna talk shit to them. And listen, black women don't care because she got brothers. Her brothers are thugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Exactly.
you got to remember, like, she not like dealing with some strange, you know, alien from another planet. She went to public school. She went to Martin Luther King Jr. High School. This is her. She know these type of guys. She's always around. So she's not like looking at. She like, man. She like, nigga, get a job, you broke ass. You know what I'm saying? And that dude snapped and slapped the shit out of her, and then she calls the police.
Yeah, it's her fault. I'm dealing with a guy like that in the first place.
Well, not even, but just like stop talking so much shit.
Yeah, and also like hang up the phone on these fucking she-boons, like, because that's just a black experience. Why do we have to spend resources on it? Like, they're gonna beat each other up. That's what they do. Like, let the she-boons, like, let them be fucking monkeys. That's what they're gonna do anyway. So, bro, Glider's just gotta hang up that phone.
A she-boon? I've never heard of that term before.
Like, just like fuck these people.
Well, you know what though? You know what? You gliders got you gliders do a lot of domestic violence as well though. Now you gotta, I mean, a lot. Well, you put it like this: y'all were the face of it during Cops. Remember Cops? I don't know if you remember that show, but Cops. That's where the word wife beater came from, because that's what the white guys would always be wearing when they get arrested. For domestic violence, they'd be wearing a tank top. That's how it became known as a wife beater. From and listen, I will say this: white dudes beat the shit out their wives and all that stuff, and just I don't think putting hands on a woman is a racial thing. I just don't think it is. I don't think it's a racial thing. I think that sons show amazing amount of restraint. I know. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the block. I know killers. I know shooters. I know real
Killers.
corner standers, niggas that's in the trenches that hate their girlfriend, hate their baby mother because the bitch talks so much shit. They dread going in the house at night because this man out here, this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Dog, everybody get it, bro. The toughest, thuggish nigga you know deal with this shit, bro. The nigga that done held the grimiest fucking corner down in the grimiest neighborhood. Deal with this shit, bro.
Yep. I think Sun men are actually very, very, very. You can say it's society because we live in a society where it's not acceptable, but I think a lot of Sun men are very, very patient. You know what I'm saying, with sisters, man, and in their mouths, man, and sisters. I mean, God, they are. I mean, they just keep going and keep going, won't shut the fuck up. Salute the glider on the moon. He says, in the second act of the Montgomery Brawl, I believe they floated up on them. So there's some cultural precedents. Yeah. Yeah, that was a year ago. Was that a year or 2 years ago? I can't remember that. Whether that was the year or 2 years ago. When was that Montgomery Brawl, man? Could you imagine if that happened today? Oh Lord.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Yes. Sons are looking for stuff like that too. Sons are searching high and low. If that happened today, they would. Oh my God. Because it was big then, but it wasn't as big as it could have been. It was more like a social media thing.
Yeah, they low key like won a race war, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a big thing like just on the news. The View and CNN would be covering it now if it happened now. It was more like just a viral thing on social media and shit. And the YouTubers covering it.
Live from KBAK CBS in Bakersfield, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Michael Patterson. First at 5, an investigation is underway after a teenager was shot late last night right outside the Kern County Fair.
Here's what it looked like just around 10:30. As you can see, the Ferris wheel.
Kern County Fair? Where's Kern County? WKBAK. Let me see something. Where is this? Bakersfield? Okay, so I think this is California. So, county fair. Who would fuck up the county fair? Who would shoot at the county fair?
Can be seen in the distance right above police tape.
Eyewitness News reporter Maria Celeste Alfaro joins us in studio to talk about not only this shooting, but also the one that happened last week near the fairgrounds. Maria.
That's right, Michael and Rochelle. It's been almost a week since the Kern County Fair opened its doors for another fun-filled year. But in just a few days, 2 shootings have taken place near the fair, one being deadly.
Be advised, patrol is responding to a 927, possible shot fired. Second information occurred in area Dolce, South Peak Hall. Advising the subject stating he was shot at.
Monday night, a 19-year-old man was found suffering from gunshot wounds outside the fairgrounds. The Bakersfield Police Department responded just after 10 p.m. to the intersection of South P Street and Bell Terrace. The man was taken to the hospital and is now in stable condition. It's unclear where the shooting took place, but BPD reassures the public that there is no indication the incident had anything to do with the Kern County Fair. Less than a week ago, a separate shooting happened just miles away. On September 17th, during the first day of the fair, a shooting was reported to the Kern County Sheriff's Office just after 11 p.m. Deputies responded to a residential neighborhood in Southgate near the intersection of Vine Drive and South P Street. According to a coroner's report, 40-year-old Wilberto Ruben Hernandez of Bakersfield was shot by another person whose identity.
Oh, these on burritos, man. This is on burrito neighborhood on burritos.
These are Wicked's people. What's Wicked? He ain't here tonight.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? Yeah, let me see. We're gonna go. We're gonna play Pick a City, man. You know what? We ain't played the Gun Memorial game in a long time. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since we played the Gun Memorial game. Salute to everybody out there. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, continue to share this. We need 10 people to share this on social media tonight. Eric S. says, Ak, you've been batting 1,000. When it comes to sons, it's always some type of prank or challenge. It gives them excuses with accountability. The kids' table. Facts. 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 Salute to you, Eric S., man. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all take the $5 challenge. If you haven't taken the $5 challenge, man, take the $5 challenge tonight. Tonight is the night, man. Support the channel, man. We going in tonight, man. I ain't done the Gun Memorial game in a while, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that all the time, man. Those of you that don't, that's new to the channel, man. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We ain't playing with you Negroes, man. You have you ever been here when we played the Gun Memorial game? New guy?
No, I haven't. No.
Not you, new guy, but you too. But yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I've seen
so
these lineups.
yeah,
We know what it is. We know what it is.
Let's see this white guy right here. He arrest made after drive-by shooting. Giovanni Mike Robinson. He was killed in a drive-by shooting. So Mike Robinson, 32, was shot on Monroe Street. His family says he's the father of a 5-week-old. Police said 35-year-old Luis Cruz Burgos was arrested. This guy got killed by Luis Cruz Burgos. This is because most of these,
burrito.
Yeah, most of the black people on this thing got killed by black people. Like, it's very rare you find a black person that wasn't killed by a black person on the gun. This is the Gun Memorial. This is all the people who died from fatal gunshot wounds, homicides in the country. But usually when we come here, all the black people got killed by black people, and like half the white people got killed by black people. But this guy got killed by it on burrito. He got killed by it on burrito in the drive-by. God damn. How the fuck you get killed by it on? That's a hell of a picture, man. He look like a golfer, man.
Yeah, I was told that they stopped doing drive-bys in the 90s.
Nah, you heard wrong.
You
heard wrong. They do drive-by last night. Drive-by is a very effective way to kill somebody, man. Actually, like it's like, I mean, I would, if I wanted to kill somebody, I would do it. Like, and it's a way to not get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you just roll up and you shoot and you leave.
By your local well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Breaking news out of Sheboygan Falls.
Sheboygan Falls police say they've arrested a suspect in the shooting death of Giovanni Michael Robinson. Robinson, who was here from Canada for a golf trip, was killed on Monroe Street early Wednesday morning.
So he was here from Canada for a golf trip. It got taken out by it on burrito. Wow.
Friday night, police say they arrested 35-year-old Luis Burgos on suspicion of first-degree reckless homicide after serving a search warrant in Sheboygan. He is being held at the Sheboygan County Detention Center. And more breaking news tonight. The Milwaukee County Transit System.
Damn.
A search warrant. So this guy was already dangerous. Like he was already a criminal.
Damn. That dude came here for a fucking golf tournament and got caught up in a drive-by. I guess he was an innocent victim. Shit. Let's see this white guy, other white people. Let's see how these other white people lost their life. Rex Allen Dennis. Okay, a father shot his son. Okay, so he got killed by his father. Yikes. Mia Molina.
Not the White Queen, man. Not them.
Jeez.
Not the bunnies, man.
Damn. She got killed by Mia Molina. Police identify suspect in Central El Paso shooting. 3 dead, 1 injured in murder-suicide. Shit.
Does it say the name of the killer?
It didn't say. It says Ontiveros, the offender, Ontiveros. Uriel Ontiveros. Damn, he killed her and another girl. Damn. He killed two girls, 2 pretty girls. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, Hombrito. So that's the second white person killed by Hombritos. So, damn. Shit. Oh, that's a murder-suicide. I don't really count murder-suicides, but whatever. 3 men died of, okay, it says 3 Winchester men found dead inside of a truck in Bunker Hill. So they don't know who did this. Damn. Look at these gliders, man, getting whacked out. All these black people been killed by black people. All these black people. I can tell you right now. If any of these black people got killed by a white person, we would have already known it. That's why I don't click on the black ones. We would have already heard about it. We would know their name. There would be a hashtag. It would be, you know what I'm saying? It would be like a
stop white crime, stop white violence.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to. That's why I don't click on the black ones, because I know they all got killed by black people. But the white ones, they be getting murked by all types of people. Man killed in Lake County road rage shooting. Suspect arrested. This dude was killed in a road rage shooting. Shit. It's Colorado. It could be anybody. Colorado.
Probably a Hombrito. I know there's a bunch of them in Colorado.
What, a bunch of Hombritos? There's a bunch of sons in Colorado too.
Really?
Yeah. Aurora, Denver, that Aurora area. Denver area. That area, man. Yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. Let me see who this guy is that killed this guy. Everybody, let's see. Oh, it's a white guy. He got killed by a white guy. Okay. So you got whacked out by a white guy. Man. Heaven Glisten. That's a hell of a
Man, she
name.
looks
Heaven
good,
Glisten.
man.
You like her?
Hey, she look good.
That's a murder suicide. I ain't fucking with that. A lot of murder suicide.
Ex-fiance, damn. Okay.
Jeez, a lot of murder suicides, man. But yeah, man. Brito's taking you gliders out this week, man. Brito's taking y'all out, man. Give me a city, man. Give me a city, man. Give me a city. Give me a city.
Philly?
No. Let me let the chat do it, man. Let me let the chat do it, man. Chat, give me a city, man. We can see what's going on around the country. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. It's only $5, only $10, only $20. Whatever you want to take, the $5, the $10, the $20 challenge to support the show. Take it and help the show, sponsor the night show. Let's see who's here, man. My man say Tulsa. God damn. Tulsa. Let's see what's going on with them niggas in Tulsa. They probably still talking about the they probably
the race riot.
No bullshit. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Would you? Would you be shocked?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
We have a tornado for sure. Get to it.
I would not be shocked. If they were still talking about that right now. Cause they got a crime problem here too, to a degree. But let's see. Let me see something.
We have a tornado for sure. Get to it.
Look at white people, man. Just look at white people, man.
And the St. Jude Walk wrapped up in Tulsa this morning, and it was a record-breaking success. Fox 23's Paige Orr was there as the community came together for an incredible cause.
Hundreds of families walked together Saturday morning in downtown Tulsa, all united behind one mission: finding cures and saving children. The St. Jude Walk brought out 133 teams and more than 1,300 participants for a day filled with purpose.
Look at y'all, man. Just raising money for kids and shit. Look at y'all white people, man.
Peaceful, man. Peaceful.
The event has grown year after year with participants, fundraisers, and we, breaking a record, have raised already over $500,000. Insane. I mean, what an
raise $500,000 for other people. None of this is for them. You know what I mean? Like, they doing this for other people that they never gonna meet.
Incredible group of people. That's right. Organizers raised over $560,000, smashing their original goal of $525,000. It's the first time the Tulsa Walk has reached over $500,000. Families enjoyed balloon animals, met princesses and superheroes, played games, and watched kids run alongside fun mascots.
They don't have to worry about anything. They don't have to worry about the cost of treatment. They don't food, travel, lodging, and everything. Thanks to events like this, because of events like this and people coming out into the community and everything, supporting these families, we're able to really support them when they get in.
Wow. Salute to you,
It's a beautiful
Gladys,
thing,
man.
bro. It's a
I'm
beautiful
telling you, man. Raise $500,000. I'm a son, man. We skimming. We raised $500,000. something coming up missing, man. For some people we ain't never gonna see.
No
You
lies
serious?
told, man.
Like what? You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man.
Well, first you'd have to get them to walk in single file in large groups. I don't even know if we can get past that.
Yo,
Yeah,
he's right. He's
BLM
right.
march. We could do that for a BLM march.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw those people. I'm like, all right, if they were black, it would have
but
to be
doing those-
because of some Tyrone getting shot by the police. That
But
would be the
doing those
only way.
But during those BLM marches, man, they were like breaking into Nike stores and Walmarts.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, give me another city, man. Ain't too much going on in Tulsa.
Philly, man. Are you like the chat decide?
Give me another city. Camden, we just did Camden the other day. Tampa. There we go, Tampa. We just did Camden the other day, man. Let's see. Yeah, oh shit. That dude. Let's see. Honor and cancer. Damn. You white people always doing some good shit, man. With some people that y'all don't know, man. Why y'all always doing that,
A
man?
new photography exhibit has an unexpected home in Lakeland.
Yeah, the Legacy Lane project hangs on the walls of the Watson Clinic Cancer Center. Fox 13 photojournalist Barry Wong shows us how these unique photos inspire hope.
I have a history in being a character princess. I was a full-time firefighter when all of this began. You could see the actual live fire, my actual old gear. It was special for sure.
The image displayed things that I would have never done prior to being diagnosed with cancer. I would have never gone on a mud run. I would have never gotten dirty like that. Plus on my clothes as well. My perspective on life.
Black woman?
It made me realize
That's
that
what's up.
everything can't be planned how you want it to be, and that you got to take chances and live a little on the edge.
So we have 5 cancer survivors that are part of this exhibit. It's going to stay up, and our hope is we're actually going to be continuing it. So we'll be adding survivors to this project every year, and really kind of just continuing this legacy of hope.
When the bell is rung, it seems to me that the cancer story often gets stopped being told, and I want them to be able to say, okay, I'm going to live my life. For me, it was important to try to tell these stories.
Okay.
First up at 6, we got a Valrico mother under arrest now after live streaming one of the worst things imaginable. Last night, 24-year-old Shanice Willingham broadcast to the world that she'd had it with family life and would be ending it for herself and for her children. And she almost did, but thankfully witnesses stepped in to save them all. Fox 13's Evan Axel Megas live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to explain how this all went down. Evan.
Well, she had an argument with her family over childcare and said that she couldn't take it anymore. Well, she made sure that everyone knew what she was about to do, and that ultimately may have saved their lives.
Even when I was
Shanice Willingham had her mind made up.
It's never a break. I never had a support system, so who the hell am I going to leave them with?
This is an Instagram live stream that Hillsborough deputies are.
Said she never had a support system, so who she gonna leave the kids with? So she's just gonna kill them. Yo,
Yeah,
that's
we need fathers in the homes, man. We need them fathers. Come back in them homes. Give them some swimming lessons.
Using as part of their investigation. It shows Shanice walking with her kids to a community pool just after 1 Thursday morning. On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here at the pool. It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that, court documents say she used a rope to tie herself to the children, who are aged 3, 2, and 8 months, and jumped into the deep end of the pool on Sacramento Street in Valrico. Family members who arrived by car jumped the fences and pulled the 4 people out, saving all of them. She was arrested by deputies and appeared on Thursday afternoon at a child custody hearing from her jail cell. Their father, Theo Williams, tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health.
Yeah, so you're asking.
I told them that I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know that.
At a second hearing today, a judge agreed to hold her in custody until a formal hearing is held on whether she can be safely let out.
She'll be held at no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has previous mugshots for other family-related incidents.
God fucking damn.
Yeah, keep that bitch in prison, bro.
Yeah.
Keep her locked up, bro.
So I'm guessing what happened here is the white supremacist institution and system prevented that honorable son man from being involved in his children's lives.
Yeah, man. Damn. I mean, he ain't prevent him from knocking her up 3 times.
Yeah. And one was like 8 months old.
Man.
One was 8 months old, so we know that fucking monkey was in this tree 8 months ago, at the very least.
Even 17 months ago.
Okay, same difference, same fucking difference. Like,
Look at the bitch's eyes, man. Like no soul, no life. I mean, just it's like a dead man walking.
but you know, this could have been one of those like kind of like cry for help type things where it's not like real, because she's streaming the thing so her family can see it.
She jumped in the pool though.
She jumped in. Okay, yeah. For a black person, that's real, because once they're in the pool, they can't swim.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a legit suicide murder right there, attempt for sure.
That's crazy. Damn, jeez, that's a rough looking woman, man.
But in this case, HCSO detectives say she had an argument with family members over childcare.
There was a reach out for help of the live stream, and we can be so grateful for the people that took that seriously and listened, and then were able to jump in when support and help was needed of literally life-saving measures.
The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay does want to take this opportunity to remind anybody in a crisis that there are multiple local hotlines that can be called for anyone in need of desperate help. There is a pretrial detention hearing scheduled for Monday morning at 9 a.m. to determine if she's going to remain behind bars as this court process begins to ramp up. She's going to have to face charges of attempted first-degree murder. They could land her. They could see her spend the rest of her life behind bars if she's found guilty. Mark?
Yeah, certainly sounds like it. So sad all the way around. I'm glad the kids are okay. Evan, thank you.
As she should, man. As she should.
I do feel like an ounce of pity, I guess, because like, yo, the sun women, like you put each other through hell. That's just what I've observed. Like, y'all are really good at just putting each other through it.
Yeah, we covered this a couple weeks.
A family is grieving the tragic death of a 38-year-old mother who they describe as an angel.
Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy says she was riding an e-bike in Gulfport on Saturday night when she was hit by a suspected drunk driver with a DUI history. And a warning, some of the details are graphic and disturbing.
Good morning, Mr. Rigby.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
22-year-old Xavier Rigby closed his eyes at times during his first appearance Monday as a judge read through the charges.
Leaving the scene of a crash involving death, that's a first-degree felony. The second is vehicular homicide That's a first-degree felony. And the third is DUI manslaughter.
Pinellas County deputies say Rigby was driving a 2021 Nissan Altima when he struck 38-year-old Kirsten Strang, who was riding her e-bike in the curb lane around 10 p.m. Saturday in Gulfport. They say Strang was thrown from the bike and landed on Rigby's windshield. For 8 blocks, deputies say Rigby kept driving until Strang fell off. In court, the judge recounted Rigby's criminal record.
Here you are with a prior leaving the scene from 2022. Then in 2024, the state was generous enough to reduce your DUI to a reckless.
This time, the judge told him there will be no bond.
Here we are now. We've now gone to a second DUI, but this time with extremely aggravating facts where you've killed somebody, left the scene, and dragged their body. And I don't even need to go any further for how aggravating these set of facts are.
Saturday's crash happened near 49th Street South, near 10th Avenue South.
We assumed that he was doing, guesstimating, probably about 70, 75 miles an hour.
Pete Verhoeven was in his business nearby when Rigby sped by.
It's just a shame, you know what I mean? Because everybody rides on the trail and, you know, everybody walks on the sidewalk and they think they're safe.
Deputies say Rigby left the scene without calling 911 or waiting for first responders. Deputies eventually found him down the street near a liquor store. They say he showed signs of impairment and refused to cooperate with field sobriety tests. Strang's family and friends described the mother as an angel who was loved by so many in the community. They say she was one of the most loving and caring people they knew. Kaylee Tracy, Fox 13 News.
And as you heard the judge say there, he faces several charges, including DUI manslaughter, and police are still investigating the deadly crash.
Man, another beautiful white queen taken from us, man.
Yeah, we got fucking cooked
That's
on
you,
that.
Scott Wolchak. Join.
Huh?
We got cooked on that. But when I hear that judge, like even the judge is like worn out. Like she sounded worn the fuck out. Like, oh, this is just, we kind of have these people in our country and they're like kind of prehistoric human beings and we're just fucking stuck with them and we can't. Like she's resigned to it. I think that's just like where a lot of gliders find themselves. They're just like resigned to it, or they're propagandized and believe that, like, you know, it's really white people doing all the violence in this country. So tough spot to be in.
Us now live with the latest on this case. And Scott, we understand that he and his wife were separated. Did they have domestic issues in the past like that?
Yeah, Taryn, you know what? This is something where the young victim, Stella Davis, 23 years old, had a 1-year-old child, and her friends and family confirmed that she had filed for divorce against the man who was charged with her murder, and that man is Sidney Davis. The two were together for a while. Friends and family tell me that, yes, there was a history of some bad stuff there, right? They couldn't go into a ton of detail about that, but there was a history. She was doing everything right, and then this unfortunate thing happened. Now, what police are saying is that Stella and Sidney Davis allegedly met up at this Meijer gas station for a safe custody handoff, basically, right? The dad wanted to see the 1-year-old kid, and friends and family have said that Stella was such a kind person that she knew that the kid needed to see the father, even though she was afraid of this guy. Take a listen.
Didn't feel safe around him. And in this terrible incident, she just thought that he wanted to see his son, and her loving her son very much. She did not want to keep him away from the father. She always thought about her son over herself. And it led to this horrible incident. Her last social media post was, "I will flip this world upside down for my son. Remember that." And that was the last thing that she's ever posted on social media. So that should tell you exactly how much she adores and loves her son.
One of the most tragic parts about this, police say that that 1-year-old boy was there at that Meyer gas station when this happened. Now, what we know is that Davis's bond was denied. He was charged with first-degree murder. As for Stella, friends, family, they all met here at the Great Baraboo Brewing Company. This is where she worked. They all got together just holding each other up in memory of her, and they're trying to raise some money for her 1-year-old boy, making sure that he has something that, some type of future and finances in the wake of this terrible, terrible tragedy. Friends and family tell me that, yeah, you know what? She was having a hard time with this guy. She was afraid of him, but she was a strong woman, right? She grew up in the foster care system, and she worked very hard, and she loved her little boy, Elliot, very, very much. She worked here at the Great Baraboo, where a lot of her friends came together just in remembrance. They're heartbroken right now, but right now their main goal is taking care of her baby.
Think about Elliot every second of the day, how he's never going to see her again, and how that breaks me that someone could do this.
The only thing that she'd be telling us right now is, you make sure my baby's safe. And that's the only thing that we want to do is take care of him, because she can't anymore. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It sucks really bad, because, all we want is for her to be here, and it shouldn't have been her.
She has a village behind her, that's for sure. This village definitely helped her, because it does take a village to raise a kid, especially as a single mom. She did get a divorce, and it was getting finalized. It was just, some people can't handle rejection.
This entire thing happened at that Meyer gas station in broad daylight around this time, right? And it's one of the things where it happened in front of that little boy. So just a terrible story all around. Sidney Davis, he was denied bond. His next court date set for October 7th. We'll keep you updated with the very latest. Reporting live, Clinton Township, Scott Walchek, Fox 2 News. Taryn, back to you.
So heartbreaking, Scott. I mean, do we know if they had a history of violence throughout their time together as a couple?
I heard from Stella's brother, who said that, it sounded like there was some abuse going on there, right? These are allegations. He said that she went to the police numerous times. She would text him. Lots of her friends said the same type of thing. They were worried about this guy, but she was doing everything right. She filed for divorce, and the only reason that she met up with this guy was he wanted to see his son. She loved her son. She knew that it was a good thing for him to see his dad, but nobody expected this.
Yo, Oxy good, man. Niggas sleep, man. Yo,
I ain't sleeping.
No, he's just resting his head.
I was waiting for your commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, it looks like she paid the toll, man. I mean, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Hey, man.
Pay the toll, man. That's what they be saying on Twitter.
In this case, Florida-based criminal
She
defense.
She paid the toll back. I stabbed up in the gas station. Jesus, yeah. Hey, that's a rough one, man. That's a rough one, man.
The 1-year-old there too.
Yeah. That's a rough one. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Okay.
It has been nearly 3 years since a North Carolina A&T student was killed in a shooting at an off-campus party in Greensboro. Tonight, though, there's closure for investigators and the victim's family after police announced an arrest in connection with that shooting that also killed a teenager and wounded 3 others. Justin Lundy talks with the student's mom.
When I first heard the news, I wasn't expecting to hear it, but when I heard it, all I could do was just drop to my knees. It was a mixture of happy, excited, sad. it's just, I just got a jitter, and I don't know. I just been moving ever since then. It's a sense of relief.
After nearly 3 years, LaToya Rucker says her prayers have been answered when Greensboro police announced the arrest of a suspect in connection to the 2022 death of her daughter, 19-year-old Kanisha Turner.
She was wonderful. She was brilliant. She was just a people person, well, once she got older, because she used to be shy, but she loved basketball. She was so smart in school ever since, well, all her school years.
Greensboro police say on the night of October 25th, 2022, around 75 people attended a block party at an apartment complex off Circle Drive. Suddenly, a fight broke out, followed by gunfire. 6 people were shot, including Turner and 15-year-old Ronald Lee Snipes, who both died.
It's been real hard because there's still the questions in my mind. What happened? Why? Why did it have to be her? I mean, why did it have to be anybody, but why did it have to be her?
During a Greensboro news conference on Friday, Rucker says her prayers were answered in the form of an announcement from Assistant Chief Rick Alston.
Detectives with the Greensboro Police Department's Violent Criminal Apprehension Team, which is called VCAT, located and arrested 20-year-old Rashawn Elias Weaver in the homicide of Kanisha Delane Turner.
Greensboro police made it clear they charged Weaver with first-degree murder in connection to Turner's death. He is not charged in connection to 15-year-old Snipes' death. As Greensboro police continued their investigation, Rucker showed mercy to her daughter's alleged killer.
That he gets served the maximum time. I hope he thinks about what he's done. I just have a whole lot I could say to him, but I just say God bless his soul. And
Man, these Sun women always demand maximum time when it's one of their own getting killed.
Yeah, man, this is a light night though for crime. As far as there's not a lot of maybe crime is down, man. Maybe I mean, like, you never know, man. It's not a lot of shootings tonight, man. I think a lot of these cities are trying to like avoid Trump coming. They know that if the crime is a certain level, he's coming. So yeah, like it could be like trying, to actually, prosecute these young men when they catch them.
Yeah, and also a lot less people just don't give a fuck anymore. Like they're like, whatever, if Trump sends in the National Guard, then he does it. There's just no one's bothered by it at this point, I think, as much as before.
A young college graduate is killed in a hit and run just minutes before his 25th birthday. Tonight, his heartbroken family is asking the driver to come forward. The deadly hit and run happened 1 week ago. The victim's family never imagined it would be the last time they would see their son and brother.
Yeah, KTLA 5's Lindsay Pena is in Venice tonight, where she spoke with that family.
Neo Maroke had just graduated from Cal State Northridge last May and was about to celebrate his 25th birthday when his life was tragically cut short.
When they tell you, I don't wish it on anybody.
His father, Douglas Maroke, choking back tears as he talks about the moment he got the call telling him that Neo had been hit by a car at the intersection of Lincoln and Washington in Venice, just minutes from their home. LAPD says it happened around 2 a.m. on September 20th. The driver speeding away, leaving Neo clinging to life. He was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late.
He was my love, he was my hope, he was my inspiration. And see him graduate, I just saw myself in him,
Douglas says his son left the house that night to meet friends, never imagining it would be the last time they'd ever say goodbye.
He said, Dad, I'll see you later because I'm leaving. I said, okay, no, I'll see you later. Because that's the way we do it every time. We can't just leave without saying bye to each other.
In the days since his death, Neo's family and friends have created a memorial outside his home.
What I do every night before I go to sleep, I go sit down there, talk to him.
Although this is a busy intersection, police say they don't have clear video of the suspect or vehicle that hit Maroke. But his father says they do have a witness who thinks it may be a woman in a blue SUV.
I just hope the person that did it can find himself to have a moral conscience to come and say something, because he took somebody else's child, somebody's beloved son, his brother, nephew, so do the right thing. This child had a future ahead of him.
Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we got a bit spoiled with Irania Zarutska and then the Charlie Kirk, and then things kind of chilled out after that.
So the Super Bowl, as we know, is still months away. We're only 3 games into the NFL season, but big game fever is already taking over the Bay Area, specifically in Santa Clara County and Levi Stadium as we count down to Super Bowl 60. The NFL picked Levi's as the game site more than 2 years ago. The game on February 8th will mark the 3rd time the Bay Area has played host. It is the 2nd time overall the Super Bowl has come to Levi's, and it'll mark the start of a very busy year for that stadium and, in fact, the region overall, with World Cup games also on the schedule for next summer. But not everyone has welcomed the Super Bowl takeover, with Santa Clara Mayor Lisa Gilmore strongly objecting, citing fears over the city's financial risk for hosting the game. Andrea Nakano was at the mayor's State of the City address tonight with a look at how the city plans to handle everything coming its way.
A city with such incredible diversity of culture, of business.
The new slogan for Santa Clara is one that's unique to the city.
Where the mission meets the moment.
With Levi Stadium soon to take the global stage once again, it does come with a big bill. It's expected to cost the city over $6 million, mostly for security and police services for the Super Bowl. Wednesday, Santa Clara voted on a deal that has yet to be agreed on by the league to provide the services, something the mayor voted against.
In 2010, and only in order to bring the stadium to Santa Clara, our voters voted in Measure J, which tells us we cannot spend any money from our general fund to support the stadium operations. So everything that we do has to be reimbursed.
Mayor Lisa Gilmore says her main concern is that the city is reimbursed for every penny, but has questions about exactly how much the city will get and when the check will come.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope it works out right. I hope we get paid back because I'm so excited about the events. But my first obligation is to the taxpayers and the residents of Santa Clara.
The Bay Area Host Committee sent a statement saying, in part, it is committed to ensuring the city of Santa Clara has no risk and significant reward for the Super Bowl and World Cup. But during the 2016 Super Bowl, an independent study found that while the event brought in $240 million to the region, only 7.2% of that total came to Santa Clara. City Councilman Albert Gonzalez voted for the deal, saying it's better than the one 10 years ago.
Definitely going to be beneficial to the city, to the region, and that's why a lot of the entities, whether it's the hotels with the transient occupancy tax, we're all going to benefit in one way or another.
While Santa Clara is home to Levi's, the city itself gets overshadowed by San Jose and San Francisco. Mayor Gilmore hopes more of the money stays here in the city.
It takes a village to put this on. It's not just our city, it's all the surrounding cities that are going to have to assist and help us. But for these events, we also want to make sure that a lot of these events happen in the South Bay and in Santa Clara. Still, Super Bowl fever extends well beyond Santa Clara County. That was certainly the case last time, with many events focused
in San Francisco, even though the game was at Levi's. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell was just in the city, raising the Super Bowl flag over City Hall with Mayor Daniel Lurie. Members of the host committee held a special discussion at SF MoMA on Friday, kicking off the countdown. Goodell announced the NFL's first ever Innovation Summit and talked about having Super Bowl back in the Bay Area.
And that's what we're excited about doing.
I'm gonna try to do a daytime show tomorrow, man. For real, I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, but I'm gonna do a daytime show tomorrow for y'all.
First, they have to look at better.
A man accused of taking advantage of families in multiple states has surfaced in another metro Atlanta county. Fox 5 has told you before about Malcolm Walker several times during this year alone. Now a Douglas County family says Walker owes them big bucks. Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us now live from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Eric, you have been interviewing others who had run-ins with Walker before.
Absolutely, Courtney. I've talked to some of his alleged victims, in Gainesville, Gwinnett County. Now this 77-year-old Douglas County mother and her son say that Walker took a lot of money from them and made them promises that he never kept. Philip Washington says he first learned about Malcolm Walker through his videos online. Walker has almost 80,000 followers on Facebook.
We're talking like celebrity numbers.
So he reached out to Walker asking if he could help promote his mother, 77-year-old Alma McKay's product line, Red's All-Purpose Remedies.
This your business, bro. Shoot, I can do a promo video for you, dog. Just let me know, man, if you need it, bro.
In May of 2024, Washington says Walker then went a step further and said he could arrange for the two to fly to Colorado and meet with coaches there and sell their products to the football team. He says Walker asked him to send him money for the plane tickets and to pay for other promos. But after the mother and son paid him nearly $2,000 in all, they say he kept postponing the trip. In this text, he tells them they're going to postpone to July. Then, when he postpones it again, he continues to make excuses.
I don't need nobody to be in no worry mode, bro. I can't do nothing until I get itineraries and all that from them, bro.
McKay says that's when she knew something was up.
He just kept giving me the runaround, lying. She lied and lied and lied.
McKay says after months of him not refunding their money, she reported him to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. It's similar to what Walker is accused of doing to other Georgia families. Investigators say he promised them he could get their children meetings with University of Colorado coaches and took thousands from them to pay for supposed flights for these recruiting visits. But the trips never happen, and authorities say he never refunds any of their money.
He gotta be sick.
Walker now faces charges for fraud in Gainesville, Gwinnett County, and even in Virginia.
I'm praying for you, Malcolm, bro. You need to cease fire, bro. That stuff ain't cool. Stuff ain't cool, bro.
You can see how much Washington was hurt by the deception, alleged deception by Walker and someone he put his trust in. Now, investigators in Virginia have charged Walker with larceny by false premises. That's similar to the theft by deception charges he's facing in multiple jurisdictions here in Georgia. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office tells me they are investigating Walker, but they haven't formally charged him yet. For now, reporting live in Douglas County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Eric, thanks.
Yeah, man. So no thoughts about that, guys? No thoughts?
A child in a husky could be having the best day of her life.
Jeez.
A man is found kidnapped and beaten next to his burning car. His wife tied up during a home invasion. Agents say it was all part of a plot to steal thousands of dollars, and now it's who's facing charges that has people turning heads. We first told you about this story and the string of crimes that happened on Labor Day after video went viral of one of the victims receiving a large sum of money.
And right now, 5 people are facing charges of conspiracy to commit kidnapping. They appeared in court this morning. Investigators say they are among the accused, and they are some of the victims' own family members. I should let you know we've chosen to blur the victim's face since this is an ongoing investigation.
Y'all remember this man? This man, he got a YouTuber gave him $100,000. The guy did a prank. He was pretending he was blind and he was homeless, and he asked the dude for some money, and the dude gave him some money. So then he turned around and was like, I'm not really blind. I'm a YouTuber. Here's $100,000. Do you remember that? I covered this last week. Press 1 if you remember that. Then a week later, they found dude tied up in the burning truck. And now they finally found the people who tried to kill him and take all the money.
It's the viral video of a Detroit man's encounter with a popular social media influencer that had people talking about acts of kindness last month. Oh my God. That same video, according to court documents, had agents with the ATF using it as part of their probe into the kidnapping, beating, and an alleged plot to steal a large sum of money from the Detroiter many called a Good Samaritan.
This is all shocking. This is all shocking news for me right now.
After finding the man's SUV torched on Labor Day, the ATF is now naming 5 suspects in the alleged plot to kidnap, abduct, and hold the man and his wife for cash. Roland Terrell Chapman, the victim's nephew, Laker Lopez Martinez, Aisha Ann Stroman, Daniquia Janice Stroman, who investigators say may also be a relative, and Kenneth Paul Anderson.
To find out that his own family got something to do with that, that's heartbreaking, man.
Agents say they spent 1 month gathering evidence, which included phone calls between Chapman, his brother who's in jail, and mom discussing the large sum of money. Agents say on December 1st, Lopez Martinez told the man she was having car trouble and needed a ride. Once they arrived on Detroit's east side, more suspects allegedly appeared with guns. That's when investigators say the attackers tied up the victim, pulled his shirt over his head, robbed him, and threatened to kill his wife. A short time later, 2 other armed suspects allegedly ambushed the couple's home, tied up the man's wife, and stole a safe. Investigators used GPS and video surveillance to place each of the suspects at different scenes. Like here at a gas station, they say ATM footage shows Lopez Martinez driving the victim's SUV while withdrawing money from his bank. They say the Stromans were also seen on ATM cameras using the victim's cards. Court documents also reveal call logs of Chapman discussing the kidnapping with his brother. Search warrants were issued on Tuesday for each of the suspects' homes.
People doing that to you, man, and you out here just showing love to everybody. Man, that's what happened when you got a big heart, man. Everybody take advantage of you.
And according to court documents, guns, drugs, stolen coins, and other evidence were found during the searches of the suspects' homes. Each of them is due back in court next week.
Wow.
But we begin tonight with that traffic tragedy in Detroit that left a family in mourning and landed 2 men in police custody. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us. Now, the crash happened Thursday night on the city's east side. Surveillance video shows many bystanders rushing to help.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley is listening to one of those people who sprang into action and has more on how the at-fault driver and his passenger were caught.
Yeah, guys, I reached out to the victim's family. They were too shaken up to do an interview. You can still see remnants of the crash here, like this crime scene tape. On top of that, you also have wreckage from both of the vehicles. Business surveillance cameras captured the aftermath of a fatal crash that claimed the life of a young woman from Macomb County. It happened on 8 Mile near Shaner on Detroit's east side just before 6 o'clock Thursday evening.
And we just heard a big old boom. I mean, it sounded like a semi.
Daniel Kemp says this Jeep Cherokee was speeding down 8 Mile while weaving through traffic before crashing into this silver Lexus. The SUV missed Kemp by seconds. He says he and others tried to help the woman in the silver Lexus, checking her pulse and seeing if they could get her out of this mangled mess of metal.
Maybe if the car wasn't so crushed, maybe we could have helped her out of it, but that's the jaws of life to get her out that car.
First responders later pronounced the woman dead at the scene.
The thought of her family life just have changed. Just changed from that somebody's wife, somebody's sister.
The men in the Jeep Cherokee took off on foot.
You just killed somebody and then you tried to leave. Like you didn't even get out and check on her.
But they did not get far. Bystanders followed the men as they limped down this alley. Police arrested them over on Carlisle, a block south from where the accident happened.
I'm glad people cared, that even ran behind the boys, followed them, told the police where they were, took video. I think they should pay for the consequences that they did to make them people feel the way they feel. I think they should feel some pain themselves.
Those men were later taken to an area hospital. The Detroit Police Department's Fatal Squad is investigating the crash. Once they're wrapped up with the probe, they'll pass along their findings to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for a charging decision. On the city's east side, I'm Randy Wembley, 7 News Detroit.
Wow, thank you so much, Randy.
Oh man. That ride really took a lot out of me. I'm never like this. I've never like this. Yeah. We gonna keep it going though. We gonna keep pushing, man.
Now, police are asking for your help identifying the person seen on the left entering the Schnucks on Union near Natural Bridge. They also show that person appearing to be holding a gun and running away. Police are trying to track down the person of interest after a man was shot to death inside that Schnucks yesterday afternoon.
New tonight, Kimberly Donahue hears how this homicide is fueling concerns over future access to essential goods in a North City neighborhood.
Corey Morgan, people I spoke with say they are stunned something as violent as a homicide could happen in a grocery store. But they are hoping the shooting doesn't deter the business from staying because it's a much needed resource in the Wells Goodfellow neighborhood.
You know, we're living in a world where no matter where you're at, you got to watch your back.
One day after a 20-year-old man was killed inside the Schnucks on Union Boulevard and Natural Bridge Avenue in Wells Goodfellow, community is reeling from the violence that happened inside an essential business Sunday.
And we have a lot of older people that really do need to store in this community.
I think this is a great asset to this community.
Daniel Williams is on the board of the community organization Breaking Generational Poverty. The nonprofit aims to curb gun violence in the area.
I can't believe, that something around here can happen like that.
He says places like Schnucks are an asset in an area like Wells Goodfellow, where there aren't many other grocery stores.
Schnucks was my first job, so it's like, even though something bad happened, they still probably, employ a lot of teens and employ a lot of people in the neighborhood that could be doing bad things, but they're getting an honest paycheck here. So, it helps with employment also.
According to data from St. Louis Metropolitan Police, since the start of 2025, there have been 73 calls for service to Schnucks City Plaza and 149 calls for service within the 3400 block of Union Boulevard. This includes the shopping center where the store is located. In late July, an argument between two employees at the Wendy's in the plaza ended with a shooting that left a 52-year-old man dead.
Oh, sad, unfortunate.
First Alert 4 reached out to Schnucks about its future in City Plaza. In a statement, the company said, quote, "We can assure you that the safety and security of Schnucks customers and teammates are top priorities at all of our locations, including our City Plaza store, where we have proudly served area customers since 1998. Daniel Williams says in spite of the shooting, people in the Wells Goodfellow neighborhood should still support businesses in the community.
One bad thing happened here, and we can't just give up on the store.
SLMPD is looking to learn more about all the circumstances that led to the shooting. Anyone with information about the incident is urged to call SLMPD's Homicide Division. Corey, Morgan.
All right, Kim, thank you. New at 10.
A St. Louis County neighborhood is reeling tonight after a woman is stabbed to death in her home.
Neighbors say the suspect's own family ties make this case even more disturbing. Fox News' Taylor Harris joins us now with details. Taylor?
Yes, Shirley and Bandy. Well, so far, the St. Louis County prosecuting attorney has charged 22-year-old Craig Jones of Bliss Drive with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. He's accused of killing his own sister, 26-year-old Taylor Hill, inside their family's home Tuesday. Police say Jones struck Hill with a blunt object, then stabbed her several times. He later confessed to officers, telling them he had been planning to kill someone for about a week. Neighbors say the violence has left them shaken.
It's concerning. We should be able to live peacefully at home. Then when you have situations like this that has happened, 2 days in a row on two different streets, it's seriously concerning.
Other neighbors have told us off camera how they have seen the suspect multiple times as he's walked the neighborhood frequently. Carla Hudson says this fatal stabbing is a part of a troubling pattern.
On Monday, we had a situation where a boyfriend broke into the lady's house through the back and damaged the home and beat her up really bad. And so we had police from Spanish Lake, Riverview, and Bellfountain neighbors.
Some neighbors say they were shocked to hear this, while others stated how they hear gunfire often in the neighborhood. But Carla believes these incidents show deeper issues.
We've got a lot of people who are experiencing, I would say, mental trauma. And so we've got a lot of mental health issues that are not being addressed. And then we had another situation over in Ward 4 where it was a family dispute and they were even shooting at each other.
Hudson says she and other neighbors plan to raise their concerns during a Bellfountain Neighbors Town Hall Thursday night. Reporting in Maryland Heights, I'm Taylor Harris, Fox 2 News.
And we begin at 6 with breaking news in Cobb County. Tonight, police have arrested a man
and accused in the shooting death of a 9-month-old girl. Officers have charged 22-year-old Ladarius Trammell Brown with felony murder. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Spence.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Authorities say the baby was shot and killed outside the Budgetel Inn on Circle 75 Parkway. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us live with these breaking details. A very tragic update in this situation, Deidre.
Yeah, Courtney, this is truly a heartbreaking case. So many people out here touched by this tragedy that you can imagine the relief from those here hearing that there has been an arrest made in this case. Police confirming this afternoon that one person is in custody and more arrests are expected. Now, 22-year-old Ladarius Brown has been charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, firearms possession during a commission of a felony. He is currently being held at the Cobb County Jail without bond. And we talked to folks out here earlier in the day before we got news of that arrest. One woman we talked to said that her friend was the intended target, and that the mother and her 9-month-old were innocent bystanders. Now, the woman we talked to claimed that her friend warned the child's mother to leave the area before the shooting. Tragically, that 9-month-old was shot and killed. Now, we talked to another woman here, Sasha Mobley, who tells Fox 5 that the child's mother is homeless and had been hanging out in the area for the past few days. Mobley said that she helped care for the baby and was crushed to learn of her death.
She was about like 8 months old, I think they said. She had her 2 little teeth down here. We had just put a little romper on her, like a little pink and white one over her diaper, made her look all cute and whatnot. She had a little bow in her hair. She didn't have much hair, but she had enough just to put a bow in there. But she was precious, and I'm disgusted.
Now, while there has been a major development in this case this afternoon with word of an arrest, police say this is still very much an active investigation. They're urging anyone with information in this case to contact Cobb Police. In Cobb County, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, that poor baby deserved better. Deidre, thanks. New at 6. An Atlanta mother is upset tonight after she says 3 teenagers robbed her 16-year-old son of a $2,000 necklace.
She says it happened last week around the same time another teen was shot at the Hamilton Homes MARTA station. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from that station with more details.
This mom says this wasn't just any necklace. She says it was a personalized, customized Sweet 16 gift, and it was very sentimental.
He told me that he had got robbed. So what they take? He said, Mom, they took my chain. He was like talking in disbelief.
Mom Denitra Dawkins was livid to learn somebody had taken her son's elaborate silver necklace and diamond pendant from his neck. The personalized gift was an expensive Sweet 16 birthday treat that she bought Dominique in February to the tune of $2,000. But last Thursday night, after the KIPP collegiate scholar got off of work and took the MARTA train to the Hamilton Home station, he says 3 teens robbed him at gunpoint across the street at the Peaks at MLK Apartments.
My son said, he turns his back to go walk to his granddad's house. Somebody hit him in the back with a gun. Give me everything you got. He was like, I ain't got nothing. So they took the chain off his neck.
Ms. Dawkins says a relative called her Thursday night after the robbery. She rushed to the scene and ran into MARTA police working a shooting of a 14-year-old. The mother of 6 says the 2 crimes happened around the same time. She flagged down an Atlanta police officer to tell him about the robbery. Police confirmed with Fox 5 that case is open and active. Ms. Dawkins says she got some encouraging news from MARTA police about her son's property.
Last night, I got a call from MARTA PD, the detective who's on the case. He asked me, would I be able to identify the the chain that hold the pendant on there. And I told him yes. He sent me a picture over and said, "Is this your son's chain?" I said yes.
Ms. Dawkins says that same MARTA detective discovered information at the apartment complex where the robbery took place that might be helpful for APD.
The security guard led him in the rent office and they viewed the footage. And then you see 3 boys running out of the apartments very fast.
Again, APD tells us they are working this investigation. In Southwest Atlanta, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
And we begin with that breaking news tonight.
I want to take you now out live here to Houston, Texas, where police just started a news conference. Let's go to it right now here on Live Now from Fox.
We came out here, conduct our investigation.
Chased down and brutally beaten.
Your Honor, this was an unprovoked, violent, and hateful attack.
We're dissecting the judge's decision to release the teens charged in this hate crime assault, ramping up the risk of a deadly overdose.
Carfentanil is fentanyl on steroids.
What the DEA discovered in Washington's drug scene for the first time.
Her injuries are horrific. An eye socket and her nose broken, cheek fractured, and ribs bruised so badly she could barely walk a few feet afterwards. Attacked simply because she asked a group to stop harassing people at the Renton Transit Center, including someone in a wheelchair.
And I made it about a block before I tripped, and then they were on me, and it was fists and feet.
She was savagely beaten on the ground where she was defenseless.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Spotlight, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Rose. King County prosecutors have charged 3 teens and a 25-year-old man with assault second degree and hate crime. All 4 have pleaded not guilty in the violent attack on a trans woman while making homophobic slurs. The 25-year-old you see here in this surveillance image is Ranmore Elias Edwards, a man with no criminal history who detectives say held Nikki Armstrong in a chokehold while the 3 teens beat and kicked her repeatedly. She told police she thought they were going to kill her as her body went limp. Edwards is being held on $300,000 bail. However, King County Judge Veronica Galvin and then Judge Joe Campagna ruled to release the 15, 16, and 17-year-olds on electronic home monitoring. So tonight, I'm taking you inside the courtroom as he heard from both sides before making his decision.
When the victim first ran away from the group, the suspects, one of them yelled, "Get the." When she tripped, another one again yelled, "Get the tranny."
When the 15 and 17-year-old brothers and a 16-year-old appeared in court, King County Senior Deputy Prosecutor Sarah Erickson Mills described in detail the hate crime attack each is accused of committing on September 15th. The 2 brothers had been initially released on an ankle monitor. Mills argued to reverse that.
Your Honor, this was an unprovoked, violent, and hateful attack. The state is requesting that the court remand the respondent to secure detention based on a very, very serious concern for community safety.
Judge Campagna first asked for a recommendation from the brothers' probation counselor.
They have had no violations law on the ankle monitors. I do want to highlight that they did have a sort of unique situation where the family home had no power. So we were able to get them set up with some extra batteries in order for them to remain in compliance with the ankle with ASC. They did a great job of working with us around this. They were, very patient in trying to problem solve. Parents are clearly appropriate supervisor let us know that I do not have any input.
Neither suspect has a prior criminal history, so he ruled they could remain free until trial, but warned they're getting a chance.
I'm not sure I see a legal basis at this time to change the decision that the court previously made. However, let me emphasize, as much as is humanly possible to, that the orders of the court, the level of supervision, the home monitoring, and the no contact orders are extremely strict. I'm not going to be handling your case going forward. This is a 1A case. Were I to handle it, and if I had any indication that you were having any form of contact with the Renton Transit Center or the alleged victim, Ms. Armstrong, or that you have removed your ankle monitor, or that you were otherwise violating court orders, I can assure you there would be warrants issued as fast as I could sign them, and you would spend the rest of your time here.
Attention then turned to the 16-year-old who had surrendered to police the previous night. Detectives say video showed him punching the victim 12 times while she lay on the ground. Again, the judge asked the probation counselor for his recommendations.
This is a very serious allegation, and I thought long and hard about my recommendation, and I was initially leaning towards secure detention, but after talking with his parents and really hashing out the different circumstances and Your Honor, probation is open to EHM. Ultimately, we'll defer to the court.
The suspect's parents were in the courtroom as well, so Judge Campagna heard from his mom.
Do you have any concerns about him coming home at night or things of that nature?
The victim's advocate also weighed in, describing Nikki's significant pain and fear.
And in terms of safety, she's expressed significant serious concerns. I should like to emphasize, just that the youth should remain in secure detention. Fearful about the possibility of their release and given the violent nature of the assault and ongoing risk to their safety and well-being.
Prosecutor Mills once again asked for secure detention.
This was not only a very violent assault, as the court is aware, but it was completely unprovoked and motivated by hate.
In making his decision, Judge Campagna called the allegations shocking, but noted that the teen surrendered to police with his mother and has no prior criminal history.
Having balanced those various things and being very mindful of serious concerns, I will find a risk to public safety and order home monitoring with no expanded zone.
So while the teens stay home with mommy and daddy, the judge ordered them to have no contact whatsoever with the victim. Nikki is still in a lot of pain and tells me she has an appointment now scheduled with a plastic surgeon to begin the process of repairing the extensive damage to her face. She has a long recovery ahead and can't work. We have a link to her GoFundMe in this story on our website, fox13seattle.com. Well, no helmet, no lights, and no turn signals. Kent police recently tried to pull over a dirt bike that wasn't street legal, but the rider refused to stop and then taunted officers, trying to get them to chase him. They didn't take the bait, but little did that dirt biker know there was a helicopter overhead.
When he just pulled into a residence and got off the bike.
Home safe after a night of reckless driving. But Kent police say this suspect was wearing earplugs and had no idea King County's Guardian 1 helicopter was following him. You can see the moment he looked up and figured it out.
And he's just standing next to his bike in the driveway, trying to open his garage door.
After ditching his bike in the garage, he bolted out the back door.
Guardian 1, he's running out the back.
It's the chase he was asking for. Just a short time ago, police say this guy was popping wheelies on his dirt bike, circling patrol cars, and taking selfies.
Hopping a fence northbound.
Guardian 1 kept track as he trudged through a retention pond.
Doubling back eastbound, kind of the direction of his house.
Guiding units on the ground.
All right, that house to your right, he's in that backyard.
Until the suspect rounded a corner into custody, with 4 officers swooping in.
And they're taking him into custody.
Taking him into custody.
Oh, the 26-year-old Kent man is being charged with attempting to elude a police vehicle, reckless driving, and driving while license suspended, 3rd degree. Well, the body of a woman who went missing from Bothell back in June has been found in Mason County. This is 27-year-old Mallory Barber. Mason County Sheriff's detectives say they are investigating her death as a homicide and need your help. Her body was located in the woods near Highway 3 and Pickering Road in Mason County on September 15th. Detectives say her remains had been at that location for an extended period of time. If you have any information that may help, contact the Mason County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen, 360-424-9670. Kitsap County Sheriff's deputies are trying to identify a person of interest in an arson investigation. Take a look. The Sheriff's Office posted this photo of the suspect riding a bike. They're asking the public if they recognize him or the bike they're riding. The person's wanted for questioning in a series of arson fires in the Tracyton area from May through July. One of those fires damaged a bridge in Bremerton. Fires have also been set near Tracyton Elementary School, a post office, and a Boy Scout hall. Crime Stoppers is offering a reward of up to $1,000 for anyone with information that leads to an arrest. You can submit an anonymous tip through the P3 Tips app or call 1-800-222-TIPS. Tacoma police captured a serial domestic violence offender after he tried to run from them. Back on September 22nd, officers showed up to a property near the Tacoma Dome for complaints of trespassing. That's where they saw Milton Scott and a woman on the back porch of that property. Officers ran their names and found Scott had a felony warrant for domestic violence in King County. As soon as they told him he was not free to leave and would be arrested, well, he took off. An officer chased him down after a 100-yard dash. Scott was wanted by Kent police after being charged with domestic violence burglary. Detectives say he broke into a woman's apartment by removing her air conditioner. He's also charged with 2 counts of assault. Police say he shoved a young girl, causing her to hit her back on a deadbolt when she tried to run to a neighbor's to call 911 to help her mom, who was being attacked. Scott has 5 previous convictions for domestic violence assault involving women since 2008. He's being held without bail on a DOC warrant for escape from community custody and on a $200,000 bail for domestic violence burglary 1st degree and DV assault 4th degree. Well, a deadly warning tonight from the DEA in Seattle after more than 50,000 pills containing carfentanil were recently seized. Carfentanil is 100 times more deadly than fentanyl. Just a microscopic amount can kill you. It's the first time agents have seen the fake M30 pills here that are just carfentanil with a filler, no fentanyl. I talked with DEA Special Agent in Charge Dave Reams about the threat they pose.
Carfentanil is fentanyl on steroids.
This graphic demonstrates just how lethal a dose of carfentanil can be. 2 milligrams of fentanyl seen on the tip of the pencil on the left can kill you, while just 0.02 milligrams of carfentanil, shown on the right, can be fatal.
Carfentanil is not designed for human consumption. Carfentanil is made to tranquilize elephants in a veterinary setting. So it's an elephant tranquilizer.
Last week, the DEA, ATF, Federal Way Police, and Centralia Police seized 50,208 pills from a suspect at a gas station in Centralia.
This could have been a tragic event had this load had come through the Seattle-Tacoma area.
Yeah. So how do addicts know the difference?
See, these pills looked exactly the same as the blue M30s that you typically see with fentanyl. In fact, when we seized them, we thought it was fentanyl. We only found out it was carfentanil when we sent it to the lab because even trained DEA agents couldn't tell the difference.
In recent years, carfentanil has been found mixed in with other drugs to make them more powerful. The King County Medical Examiner's Office reports 6 carfentanil-related overdoses in 2024 and 4 so far in 2025. That number could have quickly skyrocketed if these pills had hit the streets.
And would Narcan even work on this?
Narcan would work on this opiate, but it's so potent, so powerful, so deadly, that it might take more than one dose, might take multiple doses, might take more doses than someone would have.
He says this shipment was trafficked here from Mexico by the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG, designated by President Trump as a foreign terrorist organization. Agents say El Mencho is the wanted leader.
The CJNG is a ruthless cartel. Their only purpose in life is to make money, profiting from the misery.
Oh man, I tell you, man. Great show, guys. I see you guys. Let me read this last Salute to Douglas Chunks, man. Douglas Chunks in the building, man. That's why I push on when I'm tired for people like Doug Chunks. The people like Douglas Chunks and all you guys that support the channel. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm trying to come back with a daytime stream tomorrow, man. Douglas Chunks says, this is the year. Get some sleep. Donation. This year, get some sleep. Same black tie. Same black tie. Oh, yeah, man. Salute, man. Well said, man. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Subscribe.